What is good? What is good? Double checking some stuff here. Let's see. Nice. Still working. Hair's a little wet. Still from, you know, doing stuff. Letting people know that we're live. Let's do our little daily summon. Little forever summons. Today we're going to talk about some pretty cool stuff. Because we got new info on units in Grand Summer's Japan. Where are these at? Physical Girl Magic Valerie Daily Quest. For JP side of things. A Salacia. Salacia. Scandalous. Not very good at all. Okay, so this is the big deal. Obviously, we're going to go over some of this stuff. Might need to find a little bit better music. Don't know if I'm digging this. I need something a little more upbeat, possibly. Feeling upbeat. Let's try this. How's this for the sound as well? This looks okay. A little more. Boom, 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 boom. I'll just change it immediately as I'm getting into the groove. That's fine. That's cool. It's cool. It's whatever. I wasn't gonna, you know, chill with that. So we got a couple. Let's see if I can put this up on the screen here. Yo, what's up, Mashigi? What's up? Oh, I should double check. I probably have no one on the planet doing this, but I should probably at least go check for just in case he's, you know. I don't think I'm gonna see anyone on the YouTubes. Oh, shush me, shush. Still getting everything a little just like mildly set up here. How you doing, though, Mashigi? Thank you for the welcome back. Appreciate that. Our sound alerts are working as well, so if you would like a sound alert, we need to get more connectivity with the YouTube side of things. But I am trying to get. I am pretty ready for War God Fen. Hello there. Yeah, let me get up this second screen here. Okay, yeah. Marker's red so we can see. So, yeah, up above me I have Grand Summoner's official Discord, Grand Summoner's JP News, and, you know, they have half off campaign for Crest Palaces. I believe we talked about this last time we were doing stuff and things, so we do have here some of the, like, just a rehash what we talked about before. I'm just triple checking. Yeah, so we got this. It's hard to see when I zoom in a little bit. It's a little offside and you can't see the very bottom. But this is a roadmap for the Fate collab. And the Fate collab looks ridiculous. What up, Nzijo? And what up, Eternal Unknown? It has been some time. Ooh, my life has been a little cray-cray. But it's finally starting to, like, you know, simmer down a little bit. Simmer down now. Need to take some heartburn meds real quick. So yeah, the reason I'm bringing up the JP stuff is because we got more information on the units that came out in JP. So as I just go through here, also my poll of the day was Salacia. If you're curious on what my thing of the day was. Okay, so as we're just flying down through broadcast eligibility, that's right, there was some kind of thing where you could retweet and get some extra stuff going on in Japan for their retweet campaign. Let's see what this is here. So I don't even know what unit this is. I think this is the girl with the guy who does Unlimited Blade Works from the Fate collaboration. Okay, I'm a little concerned about this one. Mio, thank you. Because she did a break there. So is she a breaker? Nuker, okay. Yeah, I haven't done the Granzia stuff at all, I don't think. That's sick. She gets a Pegasus. That's pretty cool. Dude, she rides a Pegasi. Okay, so that's just the Okay. All right. Pixel Showcase. I'm going to be doing some of this while we're looking at the other stuff above me. I'm just going to be doing the quest for the Rudia Grands or whatever. This team should be fine, yeah? Whatever, I'll figure it out in a second. I should have better auto AI going. Okay, and this is the dude. Shiro. I'm not a massive Fate Stay person. Okay, so Art seems to give a barrier, unconfirmed if it's T-Wide or Self, and True Arts is a physical res debuff. Super Arts seems to apply a field effect on its first use. I did see this guy, so I saw this. I didn't see that. I saw his ulti though, his blade works. That looks pretty cool. I really like his skill. Like, hold on, what? Can I just get that skill again? That was sweet, dude. Set out like 3 Destructo Discs or something. Which new unit in Zijo? I've talked about a couple of new units lately, so I can't. Like, they all seem strong, which is why I'm asking. Like, all the new units seem good. We're gonna see if we can't get auto AI on here. Have the. Okay. Be free. Yeah, so this is the cool one. He does this, like, AoE, and all of a sudden we're in, like, Snowland. The newest collab. Yes. This Fate collab here. They all seem ridiculous. I'm looking over my other screen, so if you guys want it. So it looks like he's got something similar to, like, you know, it's really interesting because this is like a Magia drive for just like other units, or for, you know, whatever you want to, however you want to say it. To me, that just is Magia drive, but it's way cooler looking. You get like this visual effect behind the person, kind of like Samurai Rimuru. I really like it. So I don't know if he's good or not, but like, yeah, it's literally just like Magia drive for the cool guys. So let me do this. Go now. Okay. Let's see what he does. Oh, I forgot to mention, did you guys see that we're getting like Alk back? Did you guys see that? We're getting like better Alk pulls. Even though they literally lied to us and told us that they weren't going to do that. So we'll get to that in a second. And it's in global. It's not in the other one. Anyway. 4 total steps. So this is talking about so there's a 4-step, 25 paid. The others costing crystals. Yeah, okay. We'll get the rates. Giant boss drop rate up campaign. So double equipment drop rate on pro difficulty and below. I wish we could get something like this, so you could just like get the things right there. Yeah, the 10K looks solid. It is a diluted Alk pull, but it's more concentrated than the normal one. It is. Yeah, one's 5, one's 7, the other's 10. Oh, we get a little doll thing? Is that what we get for the exchange? This is like the coolest little item to get. I like these little dolls. That's sweet. Yeah, so Alk Farm's back on, for anyone who didn't know. Start Alk Farming immediately. That's something that I mean, if you were a completely free-to-play player and you really wanted to make sure that you got something, or you were going to try your best, you definitely should dip your toe into Alk Farming. If you have, like, Gaia is up, I think, like, yeah, you've been farming the last 2 days? That's what I like to hear. What have you been doing for your Alk Farm? I like how none of my guys are doing anything. I need to check their AI to see if they're just brain dead. So, here we go. Here's Miyu. This was the first chick that we saw. She rides the Pegasi. Sophie's up right now. Gilliam's up tomorrow. Let's freaking go. Gilliam's the easiest one, I think. That's my, like, opinion. I don't know if that's actually fact. Probably. I mean, you get a crazy amount from Sophie. Because there's, like, you just never stop getting the little pans. I didn't check their AI. I'm sorry. So anyway, we have Miyu over here. She's a dark human. She's going to be that 6-star. We have a 6-star magic, 5-star physical, and 4-star magic or defense. Yeah, both are easy. Oh, yeah, creation. No worries, Goblin. We actually just got started. You're only 11 minutes into stream. You're good. We are up late today. He's only next Thursday. Yeah, Edgerm was pretty... I mean, the last couple of times I've done him, it was super sweet because you just freeze him and you just insta-kill him. I bet a Joke or Cilia could just take him out in one shot. Anywho, increase Sonar Gauge by 3 for 10 seconds. That's 30 arc gauge over a 13-second cooldown time. That's really sweet. I remember looking at this unit. Yeah, I do remember looking at this unit on the side. Skipping War God Fen. Yeah, dude, that's a... like, no cap. Skipping War God Fen because of these collaborations. So like I'll preface that one more time. If you instead you're going to overshoot War God Fen and go for like Overlord collab, which sounds actually really sweet to me, or the Fate collab, like those are acceptable to not do, or Star God Lisa, for example. Those are really the only like answers that I would accept. For Super Swick, you are capping. I'm not even gonna validate that with a response. I don't like the Super Swig, but if you like Long, is that the defense guy? I always mess up who Long is. Here, I'll go just look for him real quick. If I go look for Long. But yeah, you're allowed to. Okay, yeah, he's the taunt tank, the super OP taunt tank. That's like the best. Yeah, so, no, seriously though, Toxemic, it's totally fine that you go for the Super Swick. I don't think he's very good, but there are a lot of diehard people. Like, I mean, if they made a Super Orvel that was better than, like, you know, if they made a 6-star Orvel, I might even try to get that guy, so. I was gonna say, if it's your husbando, that's the only other reason. The logical reasons, and then there's the emotional reason, you know, you're, like, just attached to it. Like a good car, you know? Long as that water guy that is poo. Which is the... We'll go over in a second. There's a taunt tank. I think he's a fire unit. I don't know. I keep messing up. But he's a taunt tank, and he's got, like, black hair, a little bit like shark hair. Anywho's. So I'm gonna focus for, like, 5 more seconds here and just talk about Miyu to get through this kit. So we talked about the slots here. Pretty solid slots, actually. 4-star magic and defense are kind of cursed. We talked about this last time we were up. Kirasame, thank you, dude. Kirasame is the one that I think is really sweet. So yeah, these 4-star ones aren't the craziest, but we'll see how they work with the kit, and if we can get any, like probably a 4-star magic is most likely what we're going to be using here, like this side, and probably not the defense. The defense would only be if you're using like a, you're trying to get like a low time, or you're trying to survive like a reverse, not like a reverse nuke, but like a, you know, you get into like half HP, and then all of a sudden you need like Ganon sandals or something, like, I don't know, like, you know, you just need to survive like a something. But most likely you're probably going to be pushing out damage if this is a damaging unit. That is going to be... You think we're getting Attack on Titan crossover? Not anytime soon, because we just got Fate, and Fate is kind of big. I don't know if you guys are too well versed in communities, but the Fate community has grown for like a decade, so it's pretty good, yeah. So we got a 25. Yeah, I can immediately tell as well that this is a damage person because of the amount of damage on this arts. This is a like premium amount of damage on an art multiplier. For 20 seconds, reduce enemies' dark res by 50%. That's pretty sizable. We have True Arts does 90k damage, which is a sweet amount. For 30 seconds, own attack and accuracy by 150%. That accuracy being 150 and being a dark unit is kind of crazy. Why does Dark get so much accuracy? This is really sweet, though, because when we talk about, like, Simon and stuff like that, like she's kind of right alongside him. If we give her some defense, ignore crit, right? All right, we'll get to the Super Arts now. Super Arts just does twice as much damage and then add 500, add 5,000. For 20 seconds, all allies ignore defensive enemies by 100% and increase a human allies' damage by 200. If she goes from Super Arts to True Arts, she has like all, or actually you do True Arts, take that 30-second buff, bring it to the Super Arts, which only has the 20-second buff, and then that's how you do it. That would be pretty sweet, and you just immediately blow up everybody. So you do need 500 arts to do that, But that would be a pretty sweet nuke right there. We'll take a look at the passives. For the first 120 seconds of Crest, your art gauge goes up by 10 a second? Thanks for stopping by, Toxemic. You have a great rest of the day, and we appreciate you coming in. Hopefully the rest of your week goes well on the weekend. So 10 arts a second. And then we also have the passive of 3 a second on the skill. And this is basically constant because it's 3-second downtime for the 10 seconds versus the 13. So we have here 13 arts a second for the first like 120 seconds of quest, basically. So you're telling me I wait, what is that? If I wait 3 seconds, you're at 40 art gauge, basically. Like you're at 39 art gauge after you use that skill. So it's been 3 seconds and you're at 50%. Or you're at 50 art gauge, or like 40, but you know, every 3 seconds is about 40 art gauge for this unit. That seems. So if we get into like a nuking scenario, and then we get to the boss in 10 seconds, let's say, that's 3 rounds of that 40 art gauge, meaning you have 120 art gauge just from your passives in 10 seconds. Minus 10. So it's actually 110 art gauge. Should I summon for a Vaulty? Not anymore. Just no. Because we're getting all these units. It's going to be so much better if you get one of these guys. Vaulty Earth, though. Are you talking about the... I'm sorry. Are you talking about the Forever Summons? Should I summon for... oh, Val True Equip. I thought you said... Okay, never mind. Valerie True Equip. My eyes. Yeah, my eyes. I saw TE, so I just saw Vaulty when I read that. Let's go look at this. Increases own crit damage by 30%. The percentage is a little low, but you get an extra 30 if you're water. So all of a sudden we're back at, you know, a little bit, you know, better. 30-second downtime, 8-second active. So our duration of this isn't too bad. If you have it on Veronica, that seems really good. Otherwise, not really, no. Valley Trip, that's Veronica. Oh, they're all blue. They all start with V, and they all look the same to me. So, the True Shooting Star, physical, 9,000 water damage. Reduces enemies' physical resistance by 40 for 12. That is premium levels. For the 40% is equivalent to the True Weapon from Emperor. So that's pretty schwanky right there. And then we have all allies' stats up. 30% for the first time for 12 seconds. This is an amazing nuke item. The passive isn't the craziest, but it is a really sweet nuke item. Dang. That is pretty awesome. Yeah, these are pretty solid items, not gonna lie. Probably the worst one is Veronica. This seems actually very, very good. If I had Valerie herself, I'd probably try, maybe, because you get that arts second passive. But if you already have physical resistance down, like let's say 30%, you don't need this item. But the all stats up, I would be interested in getting, because I would like to see if it mixes and matches with what is it called? The Irish Change of Pace and the other one. Just gonna pull. Easy. Just do it. Just do it right away. It's easy, dude. It's easy. It's just like that. Just easy. You just want it and you grab it. That's all. Dude. Thanks for that idea to pull right then. I blame you for the machine. Just like one summon, and I was like, bet. Let's go, dude. All right, now we actually got to test to see if that works. I actually had a question on the equip, so we're gonna go test that question real quick. We go date descending. We lock this equip. This is a pretty sweet equip, so we're just gonna lock this. Sometimes you just gotta be really lucky, I guess. Well, it's a way to come back. So let's see. You think it's going to be change of pace that it stacks with? Let's do... Who are we switching out here? We'll switch out... What's the face here? We want someone with a 5-star. We can do like Urza. Who? No, there are 3 things that increase. We need a 5-star heal slot, which is Mako. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't get it. So we can switch this with Fina's Devil Wings. We get a 5-star here with this. No, we're just gonna switch over to Urza. Light Mars X? Yo, let's go. This man is a genius. Do I have him? I don't have him decked out. We'll deck him out. I only have 49 stones, so, you know, I can only do this like 10 times in a row. No, we're just doing it. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Dude, it's stats Mars X. It's the biggest statty stat Mars X you can get, if you think about it. He just has the biggest stats. Change of pace. And then we're not even gonna take the one from Mako, we're just gonna do the other one. Alright. And then we actually have another one. We have Lisa's Smart Skirt. Alright. Let's test it out. Let's see what stacks and doesn't stack today, everyone. Flexing a little bit. A little bit of flex. Itty bitty little bit of flex. So we weren't even done with all the passives on what's her face over here? We're gonna take off this auto here. Alright, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna do... Which one should we do first, guys? Should I do Shooting Star, Change Pace, or Fina's Devil Wings? Cup? Okay. Do Cup. So we got 7K. We have some people who are really high. And I'm really sure that... Which one's next? Which one's next? I'll let you guys decide. Which order are we doing this? We got Change of Pace, and we can see the values have gone up. Shooting Star or Fina's Devil Wings? Fina's Wings? We see they stack. Alright, moment of truth. Nope, so the Shooting Star and Fina's are on the same... And then this one was subsided by the other one. So Lisa's Smart Skirt, Fina's and Shoot all are on the same. Yeah, I was gonna say, Copper Fina stacks. So it's obvious that the Lisa's Smart Skirt doesn't do anything. So that's just kind of like whatever. We'll do Shooting Star first, and then we'll do Wings. Sounds good. Sounds good. Before I got my glasses. So we'll do Shooting Star first. That was fast AF, dude. Alright, which one are we doing next? Let's try... I have a feeling that Change of Pace will work with it, because Change of Pace is just cool like that. Let's try Smart Skirt. Smart Skirt does not stack with Shooting Star. Let's try Devil Wings. It does. But Change of Pace is a huge stack. Why is Change of Pace so good? Oh, Shooting Star and Fina's doesn't stack. It was the 5% that was being taken over from the Fina's Wings. So it's Change of Pace and the other one. Yeah, and Shooting Star. Yeah. I actually did see an increase, but it was a 5% difference. So I can show you guys here too. So yeah, so basically Change of Pace is the best. If you ever wanted to know how to stack a lot of HP, it's Change of Pace. But Shooting Star is 30%, excuse me, 30% stats for 12 seconds. And then when we look over at Fina's Devil Wings, it's 35% for 15 seconds. So when I clicked the Phoenix Devil Wings, we got a 5% increase of their stats there, and that's what I saw. But, and just going to be Shooting Star and Change of Pace for those ones. But that is something good to know. So Change of Pace is really ridiculous. Just a little... It probably is one of the best damaging 5-star defense items in the game. Most likely is. Do I even need this man? I don't know. It's just how, you know. It's how you doing. Where's my 5-star? There it is. There's obviously like the Mikey's BS ones that I didn't pull, and I'm mad about them. The physical damage. Yeah. Thank you, Mashigi. Physical Mikey's clothes. Thank you. I didn't know if they were actually just called Mikey's clothes, but yes, Mikey's clothes are the ones that I am mentioning. So okay, we were looking at just the insane amount of arc gauge that this unit had here. When own HP is above 80, increase on arts damage by 200%. Does this mean like I know I'm the one normally asks the question, or I'm the one who gives the answers here. I think this just means your arts damage, so that's horrifying. Yo, this chick's actually busted if that's the case. If this arts damage is just like applied onto here as well, I don't see how this won't be the strongest unit in the game. Yeah, that doesn't even make sense if this would be the arts. Yeah, this unit's insane. Yeah, this might be the strongest unit in the game. No cap. Like, I haven't seen numbers like this before. This is a 200% on top of a 200% on top of a 150% attack. So this is 5 times damage on a 18,000 or 185,000 multiplier. Like, you actually got Mew today? Oh my god. Yeah, have fun with that. That's gonna be... How's it going, Dabus? Ah, this makes more sense as to why we're not... What's this instinct going on here? So I don't know if you guys know, I don't do this skill that often. And I these conditions are... No. Condition, wave 1 or higher. Action 2 is... this one, that's true. I don't have all these things yet. That's right. Right, okay, so that's right. So the equip CT equips second equip. Dude, how'd I do this? There's like a way I could do it so that way like I always was just messing them up. I just had like this like every way. Her true weapon is kind of bad. I'll take a look at the true weapon in a sec. Sorry, I'm being dumb right now. What future? This guy. That's funny. Oh, we're just setting up random stuff here. Like, you'll see... The way that it works is you'll get, like, normally I want the magic one to go off before, or sorry, I want this one to go off second, this one to go off on the boss normally or something like that. But you'll see it just changes the AI, so I don't have to think. And I just don't normally like the skill one. I normally take that off if I'm trying to... That's pretty good. Except for no. Boss, last wave. Yeah, and see this thing where it's like skill C or the equip CT, the thing 100%. I don't normally do that. I just do like wave 1 because there's only so many waves. It's like wave 1. I want them to use their support item. So wave 1, we don't care because it's a support item. So we always know that it's going to be on the first wave. So wave 1 or higher, just immediately use your equip. then like you can even change these around too, so you can order them up. So like, because we always want equip 3 to be just gone, and then this is how I get through quests really quickly. And so equip CT1 here, like that's not what we want. We want when we're on like the wave 2 or higher to use this, because there's normally like I maximum see like probably 5 waves in a quest, and that's kind of unusual as it is too. So we have equip 1 here and then equip 2. And so if we have equip on the boss, we can just have it on like the save on the last wave. If we know it's going to be like, for example, the Zex isn't the best one here, but if it was like a true Nemesis Crow, for example, or something like the Strategia, you know, and a lot of people already know that you can do this, but it's just one of those things. So now what will happen is like when I like look away and I'm talking about these other units, all of a sudden we're going to be using our things on the right timers. And up until you have your stuff down correctly, so you see these guys didn't use their skill, and we do want her to use her skill, but we're not positive that this is going to work like that all the time. See, now we set it up to actually work like that, so they just use it immediately. And so this is the beauty of it. So see, these two, we're both going to use it at the same time, this Formula and Strategia, but I had this one on the 3rd wave or higher, and this one was on the boss only. So just like interesting stuff. You can get a lot of the AI to just do what you want for you, if you're paying attention. So like now that I'm confident that I've seen what the AI does with this order per se, I'm confident that I should give these two back their what do you want to call it? Their skill. The skill, but it's the bottom thing that you do, and it's skill when like. And it's got to be the right thing too, like skill when skill CT at 100. I just get worried about this one. That I don't know why, but this doesn't work like it should. Sometimes this goes when not on last wave. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Thank you. That's exactly what it was. Eternal Unknown. Yeah. So what you do is like when on last wave, and you can take when not on last wave. You're totally right. So you can do them when not on last wave, but I like to do them at specific times. Yeah, definitely. That's a good one too. People forget you can do like when not, then you can do this, and that's like a really good reverse. Like it's like programming language stuff. And I took a little bit of programming when I was, you know, younger, so to me this makes a little bit more sense. But anyway, back to this really crazy chick. She also has 20% damage up against enemies below 30% HP. She's like Annihilator level 2. Yeah, that seems a little crazy. Yeah, this Miyu chick seems probably one of the best damage dealers I've ever seen. She has dark magic damage, so that means you do have to have good equips normally. Oh, I forgot I had gray, dude. I don't just get gray. What am I doing? Let's see. Gray. Dude, let's go. I don't even know what I was doing with this. 2 rags gems. That's a no-go. You can either do the Nox, or you can do, you can be a baller and do the Godzilla Earth. I'm totally kidding about the baller thing. Where is my Godzilla E? Big E, come out play. Yo, bro, where is... Oh, there he is. And then I don't know what these are supposed to do at all. We have a diverse team of people who probably don't want to play together. This isn't gonna help anybody, so at least get it to help us. Richly Sunset doesn't work because we already have Strategia. We just want damage for the team. Oh yeah, Creation is a pretty good one. I didn't think about that. Do we already have some kind of damage AoE Ultra Relic unit or something like that? I don't know. There's the Eraser bit, but that's obviously the magic. So I'm just trying to find something for What's his face over here? Actually, what am I do have something. Oh yeah, that's a dumb one to choose. Yeah, this thing. Stats over the whole team, baby. We could choose the other one as well. I forgot about what the other one's called, but it gives crit damage to the team because we have True X-Gate over here. It might be a little bit better. Yeah, this is just stats, but that's attack up, so that's pretty sweet. So yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Crit damage up, and then stats up for the whole team. That's what we do. True Centillia. Dude, this is actually pretty sweet. Shooting Star, True Centillia, and Kaiju Gem. I kind of like that. Yeah. Is that what it is? Ashley, you're talking about... No, I was thinking of Angelus. Is that whose true weapon it is? Is that Ashley? Yeah, just immediately Centillia. We couldn't even get our art off. Don't even know if we'll need it. Nah, you can do that for me, homie. Sometimes it's so fast. Oh, he's in the wrong position. He needs to be so. Something else that I don't know if a lot of you guys know. Gray to activate properly needs to be in position 3. It's something I found out. Take a look at her true weapon too. Increase on attack by 50. She doesn't need to attack up. Reduces enemies' magic res by 30%. That's horrible. That's a really low percentage. Equipped by her, increase damage by 60% against non-giant bosses. Don't know about that. Ooh, Eternal Unknown has some Alk spots open, or Alk farm spots, if anyone would like some. Yeah, this true weapon kind of sucks. So this is the interesting pass. So see how Gray worked right there, by the way? He has to be in this spot. Yeah, but it's because his position is literally the farthest forward. But it's like a big deal to make sure you get that down. So this damage against non-giant bosses is pretty interesting. Ironically, it sounds good for the mines, even though the mines bosses are considered giant bosses. All the units there aren't. So she would have 60% passive increased damage against them. Is that enough to use this? Possibly not. Most likely not. We do have an interesting thing here where it's like a fourth of the activation or the duration of the thing. It's like 10-second duration, 45-second cooldown. So that's not bad. It's up fairly consistently, but these numbers are just so bad. Like you can't have a magic res 30% on a chick who does 5 times damage just because she breathed different that day. So this is gonna be like you're gonna look over at someone who has 50% magic res, and then you're gonna be like, yo, like, come on. We're just gonna help this whole thing along here. So yeah, that's Mew. Seems really, really strong. Probably the most damage I've ever seen, especially because she has the ignores enemies defense. All allies ignore enemies defense, and 200% damage up to humans. This is probably going to be like this reminds me of like Forte. And you guys know that Forte you can't be like replaced. So I have a feeling that Mew is going to be replaced, or is going to replace other people. That's just a lot, man. Okay. Going on to Shiro. He's a water. Is he physical? We have more water physical units. I'm not too pleased about this. And I'm using Gray, you know. The reason that I think water physical is going to be a little OP. That's just an opinion of mine. Oh, this looks a pretty easy one. Oh, it's a reverse nuke here. Interesting. I can just copy this. I cannot copy this. One wabi sabi. Very, very interesting. Oh my god, those LBs are pretty, that's pretty good actually. I know, I'm not looking, I'm just looking to the easy way to do it. This was the SPX was way too easy, dude. I did it in 10 seconds. Yeah, they should be, yes. They should be this. That guy folded to my gray. Yeah, so what does this Valerie chick do again? What is this? Increase water units damage by 120, and then, oh, no, increases, yeah, water units damage. Water units with 70% more get extra 120. That's a lot. Congratulations, Feta Lord. There's a lot. I don't know how good this is for, like, long term, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, long term. Also, I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna pull on this. I'll do my free. How about that? This is solid. 3 out of the 5 I don't have. Sure, I'll do a pull here. I'll do a pull. This is not advised. This is not the most intelligent maneuver because we have such high power that we're talking about right here. I'm doing this simply for your entertainment and stuff like that. So enjoy. So anyway. Give me Roy. Oh my god! Oh, no way! No fucking way. What? 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 So we got one of the people. So it's someone I don't have. So it's one of the 3 units I don't have. Hey, I'm pretty... Hey, one pull to get the true equip. One pull to get the unit. Just 1-to-1. Oh. Let's fucking go. Yo. Yes. That's pretty sweet, dude. I did not have Charlotte. We got some good pulls today, dude. Dang. Sorry, I'm just like, wow. I'm not used to being this lucky right now. Yo. Sorry, I'm just like, that's pretty slick. So anyway, back to the units. Nice. So we have our Shiro over here. What'd you say? Gotta catch up? Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, just 2. That's pretty easy one to do. Okay, own Arcade up by 30. You guys know I'm a big fan of skills like this. What'd she say, Charlotte? Just watch, Gramps. I'll get stronger and stronger until I can become the next hero of Familia. Famel the smell. Yeah, that's just a sweet pull. So it does like no break. Try some around here. Increase on arts gauge by 60 when you're in your unlimited blade works. It's pretty solid. I need to read this. Break is at the end, gotcha. Yay, level up. At this rate, I'll be better than you real soon. Oh, that's funny. Fat chance. Fat chance. So, yep, we have 6, so just 600. I thought it increased, though. That's what I was thinking, that for some reason that when you went in Unlimited Blade Works, you did more break as opposed to the same amount. They are not MLB'd yet. I was like, why can I put like 2 Tasmons in them right now? Okay, sorry. So yeah, we have increased all allies' physical resistance by 30% and gain a damage barrier for what? For 15,000? That's a barrier right there. It's a barrier. And then during unlimited blade works for 20 seconds, increase all allies' physical res. So we have a 10% increase in duration, or sorry, 10-second increase in duration, but no increase in the barrier. I would have liked to see the barrier just go to like 2,000 or 20,000 instead, but that's okay. So damage barrier does not stack with Earth Sestina, and then Fizz Up does not stack with Honika, Albedo, etc. So that's pretty sweet, though. We have this physical resistance here. That is a really solid amount of physical resistance. If you think about, like, honestly, you know who this unit reminds me of? Is Vittoria for this arts. Negates damage for 2,000, but this is a 15,000 shield, my guys. So if you think, man, I'm just saying, if you've seen me tank with Vittoria, or at least like kind of like help out, this scheme is gonna be way better. Like, I honestly think you could probably take him into Ganon and he'd be like doing some extra stuff here. But anyway, I'm just saying that seems really good against people who it's good against. Yeah, he is a DPS, but I'm just saying that it's really good when a DPS has some kind of fallback thing. So we've got the true arts here. We're gonna go back into getting some more stuff here. 40k water damage physical, kind of like, oops. Kind of underwhelming for the damage there, but we have our Bladeworks session as well, our Bladeworks version. So reduced enemies' physical resistance by 100%. Now that is a good number. That is a large number that we like to see. We want that 100% physical res down. That is going to be what they call the juice, and we're gonna want to make sure that that's on people for a long time. It's got a 20-second duration too. That's premium. Nothing different about this one other than we just get the just double damage, which is nothing to write home about right now because we're using this guy more. So I mean, the double damage is nice because we just multiply the multiplier by 2. So I'm just curious to see how this will do, because I would probably guess that if you had someone else on your team who just does the same damage and you use them at the same time, you're probably not going to need to go into unlimited blade war, you know what I mean, go into this too often. You can just true arts, get that nuke. For super arts, enter unlimited blade works during this. So this is like Magia Drive, does 160,000 water damage physical for 35 seconds, own attack and damage up by 200%. That's a solid damage up as well. But we'll see these abilities here because I don't see any crit or defense ignore on his team, so that means he's probably need to be partnered with somebody to actually unleash all of his damage potential. During Unlimited Blade Works, we'll deal every 8 seconds. We'll deal 10,000 damage. Okay, 2 enemies. So this is just its own sentence. I'm just read these one by one. So this is very similar to Angelus's ability, her skill. Where is she? This skill right here generates a dragon flame, and dragon flames degenerate upon the end of battle after 30 seconds, have max 5. But so this, they do, yeah, so enemy fire resistance goes down and causes 350 fire damage physical per second. This is their passive right there. Yeah, but so this is what it's like. So I'm not saying that, well, this is about, this is like, let's just call this 33,000. Sorry, 333. I actually just take a calculator and do this. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see the difference is going to be between them. So it's like, we have divided by 350. So I don't think I did that right. So yeah, it's like 3.5 times. So this one's gonna be like 97% better math, and that means that this is actually gonna deal a solid amount here. And it's every 8 seconds. This one's every second. So we divide that 97 divided by 8. Whoops. To get kind of close to what we're thinking here. So it was like 0.035 minus 1 gives us about 0.96, and that's 96.5. And then so that's the percentage that we have here of the difference. Like, so this one's going to be that many times as effective, but it's going to be right that many times. So it's 96, so it's almost 2 times as effective, but it happens 8 times less often. So we'll have to see how that actually... Yeah, I was gonna say her damage actually is coming out to be more when we when we crunch the numbers, but we'll have to see how this actually procs, because if this just happens at the beginning, like right away, like you start the quest, it starts and that's like 0.8, and then it starts counting up, you will just have a free 10,000 damage there. I do think this is gonna be pretty interesting. I will wonder how this will work on, like, I don't know, like, because it's just an interesting little thing there. Anyway, increase own paralyze and freeze resistance by 100%, and increase all allies damage res. What the fuck? Excuse my French, but what the hell? What is this? What is this? Increase all allies damage resistance by 30%. What? That's on a passive, my guys. There's no stipulation to this. You start the game, you're at 30% DR. And then we have on his arts 30% Phys res with a 15k damage barrier. I'm stunned. That's 60% damage res on a physical target. That's like, yeah, what is that? But it's AoE, so you can have a taunt tank with him. You put a taunt tank with this guy. The taunt tank has 30% DR. Then you go like let's just take a look at Thetis, dude. He's all I got right now. So we're just gonna take a look over at our homeboy, Sweet Cheeks McGee. We have critical res 60%. That's only if you get hit. That's to stop you getting criticaled. We have damage 25% down when we go into Magia Drive. We have takes all damage, allies negates 20. Yeah, we don't have anything else, my dudes. Thetis just gets 25 DR. We get his shield doesn't even give him DR, I don't think. Right? I'm so used to seeing his equip that I just like go over it every single time now. It doesn't, yeah, like I'm sorry, I'm just like, what the heck? It's just like the can't be paralyzed freeze, yeah, which he has on there too. Well, I'm not for the team, but yeah, we literally don't have. Yeah, well, we like the active. I'm not talking about active. I'm just like, what the heck, dude? What are his and he has a 5-star defense slot, bro. There is no way. What the fudge is this guy? So I just saw the best offensive unit, and now I'm looking at one of the best defensive units, back to back. These slots with this are crazy. You're gonna have, dude, you're gonna have the ability to just like your own arc gauge is going up by 30 every time you use the skill every 8 seconds, and every time you use the skill, you're also doing 10,000 damage, 10,000 multiplier, because that's how his passive works. So every time he uses the skill, he just does the extra. So this is actually closer to like 12k damage just because of his passive. We have a 5-star support slot, obviously 6, but you're going to be using it as a 5-star support slot. You have a 4-star support slot. You have a 5-star physical slot. If you ever run into the point where you need to heal, oh my god, he also has that too. So like, if you know what you're doing before you go into the quest, I don't see how you lose. Like this on top, like if you're getting hit, like you just don't even have to use your arts, dude. Dude, this is just so crazy. Even if you're going against a magic user, you're just like, 15k shield real quick for me. Just real quick. Dude, this guy is god tier. Yeah, this guy is one of the, like, I haven't seen a unit like this. Like this is just hitting every single, like, I don't even know how to say it, but it's like, dude, it's like, I want a 10 here. He's like, all right, there's a 10 there now. It's like, all right, what about over here? He's like, gotcha. Over here, gotcha again. And I was like, I'm just stunned by this guy. This is a great unit. And then we have down here damage to dark enemies and damage to light enemies for no effing reason on that too. He just does more damage. This is an insane. Yeah, this guy's nutty, and it's because of that. And it's his art and this passive right here. You're telling me I get 60 DR by walking in the stage, essentially? He doesn't even need to do his blade works. I honestly thought it was... like, it's actually funny that you say that. I thought it was going to be like Angelus. I thought it was going to be very similar, and we're going to do damage over time. And then it was going to be kind of like... maybe a little lifesteal on your stuff, like a small amount. And so you're kind of like when you go to red, maybe. So like, you know, Goblin Slayer, how he likes to go to red HP and then he kind of like can fight back up. I thought it was going to be something like that because I have seen where this guy uses unlimited blade works, and it was like in a very desperate situation, and he was kind of finding a way through and kind of like, you know, got through that. So I don't know. I just thought that it would be like that. But yeah, you know, you're not wrong. I just didn't think he was going to be so tanky. And, you know, his damage is actually, now that I see how much tank potential he has, his damage isn't too bad. Yeah, OP is right. This guy is redonk. So, going back up real quick to Miyu, I think she's going to be probably, just don't use her. Just don't use her true weapon. Just don't. But this art gen is insanity. So, you can basically just walk her into a quest. Like, what the heck is this? You get 1,200 art gen from this passive. I'm not reading that wrong, right? This is obviously back on Miyu, the girl. 120 seconds of 10 arts a second. That's 1,200 art gauge. You're literally going to be able to use your super arts 3 times in the first 2 minutes of the quest. If she has nothing on her. And it's actually faster because of her skill. Yeah. So you literally can get the True Arts, Super Arts combo on your own. In 30 seconds, you get 300 art gen. You literally do it on your own. Bro, oh my god, dude. What is this Miyu unit? So, if you think about this, in 30 seconds, so we have, don't forget our passive, which is Arc Gauge by 3. So, 30 seconds on the clock, right? We just used this. We want to make sure our arts and attack and accuracy go up by 150% for 30 seconds. All right, 30 seconds on the clock times 13 arts a second. 390 arts, dude. That means that if we use true arts and then we just use our skill, we will literally get to super arts before our buff wears off. Bro, what the hell is this? Like, I know it's 30 seconds in this game, like that's kind of a long time sometimes, but also there are people who it takes like 4 minutes to clear something, and they're using a whole team of nonsense, and this one unit could probably clear that whole mess up for them. I'm enamored. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Yeah, those other 2 chicks, honestly, the first 2, I need to go back and look at these other ones. Oh, they have a true weapon! Oh my god, I forgot he has a true weapon! I didn't even get to his true weapon! Oh my lord! Increase all allies damage res by 30% for what? Huh? Okay, I thought for 20 seconds increase all allies damage res. If used by him? Huh? This is a 20 active on a 35-second cooldown. What is this? What is this unit? He's gonna give like 90 DR, dude. And if you're fighting physical. It's just 60 damage res to anybody. I'm like, what? Obviously, you only use this on Shiro, because that doubles the duration time, making this obscene. Okay, when it started on okay, and it is also equipped by him at the start of the quest. Art's up by 100. Own skill CT up by 20. I was talking about that skill CT, dude. And he's got... Why does he have HP recovery? This is the most useful stat. I don't think he can even recover HP. But own skill CT up by 20%. And his skill is the every 8 seconds get 30 arc gauge. So 20% off of the 8 seconds is 0.2 multiplied by 8. So it's like 16. Yeah, it's 1.6 minus the 8. So it's like 6.4 seconds. So every 6.5 seconds, basically, he's getting 30 arc gauge, which is great. It's like 5 arts a second, basically, if you think of it that way. Yeah, so this guy's absolutely busted. And remember, I was just talking about that art. And if you're like, if you just start up and then you're about to die, or you think you're going to have some problems, you just immediately use art on him, and then you're just probably good for, I don't know, a long time. You use that, use your passive, use your 5-star item. You're at 60% DR with a 15k shield in front of you. And if they're physical, actually, if they're physical, you have 90% DR. That's just too much. Note if the faker is activated at the start of super arts casting, the 8 will stop after it's finished. Weird. Okay, so the super arts can like animation cancel. No, that's actually not animation canceling. So he's stuck in the animation. So you'd have to use the faker effect after super arts, or you'd want to use it right before. Wow. Wow. I remember talking a little bit about this. 60% dark res down. This is now gapped. This is the best dark res down item in the game. We have Spear of Impaling Barbed Death. That's a name. 15 seconds increase on dark damage by 100. I did see the animation to get in. It was really long. He just like stands there with his hand out and he's like, and now we're in it. Increase on dark damage by 100 and accuracy by 50. I like this item. The barbed spear of impaling death is a good item. I would see this used on Simon or someone else who has really high accuracy to F up that bird in the mines. As we all know, accuracy is really good on some people. You do only have... Oh, it's a 15-second duration. That's pretty sweet, too. Horsey escaped. We have a 4-star. All right, let's take a look at the 4 stars. I'm always speculative of pretty much all 4-star items that come out over crossovers because they're either ridiculous or ridiculously bad. Yeah, I thought about that too. Yeah, you get 50% extra on the 150%, so you got 200% accuracy just with this item. And I think Miyu had that. Yeah, Miyu had that. See, this is the thing that you guys will understand. If I see numbers and they're absolutely crazy, like Shiro, I think that his name is, Shiro and Miyu, like I'll remember the names because they're ridiculous. Yeah, Shiro. Yeah, it will like ingrain in my memory. Crystal is damage res by 10%, light res by 20, and dark res by 20. 60-second cooldown time for 20-second active. That's not too shabby for like I could see this be used maybe once or twice. And this would be like if you're nuking a quest and you need to survive an HP threshold. I could see 30% DR probably being pretty useful there. You know, that's what I'm missing too, or I like to see. I like to see 4-star items that have a little bit extra. This is not an OP item, but this is just solid, you know. It's just okay. I do remember seeing this thing, the Rio Aes. For 30 seconds, for 20 seconds, sorry. 30 second cooldown. 20 second active time. Increase all allies' magic resist by 30%. If the human is user, 45% instead. This is an excellent item. This is a huge, like, if it was just this, 30-second cooldown, 20-second active, allies magic res by 30%, that already is solid. I don't think that that's going to be like super duper crazy, but that is a solid amount. But now it's 45%. Now that can be used in some scenarios to, like we talked about earlier today, that damage res. When we increase the damage res that the entire team has, or like those numbers start going up by like 10, 15, 20%, like it makes quests a lot easier to clear and the requirements less stringent. So that means that you can use more awkward teams, or like something that probably shouldn't work. And that's why earlier I was freaking out over Shiro, because that damage res, and this is like 45%. So, and this is that magic side, as opposed to he had the physical side. So if you just bring him, this is why I was kind of going crazy about it, because if you go with him and you just immediately have like the 60% DR from his item, and then from his passive, so his true equip, and then you use this as well, you can just bring him in all of a sudden to enemy magic boss. You have 105% damage res against them, and they're probably not going to do a lot to you. So this is why, because it's 45 plus his 2, 30, 30. So if you timed that correctly, and the timing on this is very good, and you only have a 10-second downtime, meaning it's most likely that you would have that, that would be a good thing too. So, just like, it's good stuff. It's a really good collab. We have a 5-star support. We'll see if it's mana, or see if it's art gen efficient. Increase all his arcades by 20, and then for a 30-second cooldown timer. So not immediately, it's not, because it needs to be divisible by 4. So this is giving 80, and it's going on 30-second cooldown. So this is a little less than what you'd see from, for example, Goku's uniform being a 30-30 equip. So then we have here, for 12 seconds, increase all human allies damage by 60%. This is pretty solid. This is going to be kind of like a Ram plush, or there's one of these for like demons, I think, for like dark units. So this is pretty solid. I don't think this is going to be the end all be all. I don't think this is OP. I think this is just a good equip if you don't have some of these other equipment to do that with. Like I was saying, like the Goku uniform. Mikey equip again. True. Indeed. It actually looks like Mikey would wear it. Mew's clothes. I have to sell no matter what I'm doing. Who's that guy? Why do I just have that many people? Sheesh. Alright, I gotta... Dude, sorry, my as you can see, I need to get my stuff under control. Need to organize better. Should really lock them. Lock them, sock them. Lock which ones? I have tons of them. Gimme. I always forget you get crystals for this. You just want me to start going down and locking all of them? You're asking for a lot. I'll lock Gray. How about that? I'll lock this guy. Oh no, he is locked. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm so bad about it. I just don't misclick. That's all. Back over to some of the equips over here. We're gonna get just something going in the background. I'm actually gonna do some of my luck gem farming real quick. If you guys are curious what luck gem farming is, it's a very long process. Multiple, well, the general gist of it is all the same. You go here to the second arena of Juno's Quest, to Night Stroll, Battle 1. Energy cost is also 1. Because all we're doing is going for stage clears. As you can see here, we are doing Thetis right now, apparently. Oh, he's at 295. We'll make sure that they're up and running too. But yeah, you do this and you just get like 30 runs of 4 Thetis. So that means I have 4. There we go. The test stage cross battle. I don't think I've tried that one. Which one's that? Test stage cross battle. Hold on, now I want to try that. I know we're looking at this Mew's close. This is a farmable item too. Where is that? Is it like here? Oh, okay, okay, I gotcha. I'll go back to mine. I just forgot which one. Like, I don't even know where you find that quest. But yeah, so those again, I just do this one because it's always here. It's always easy. I know exactly. Knights of the Blood 0, Part 2, Crimson Queen, all the way down. Night Stroll. You loop it. You put any kind of 5-star equip that does, like, if it does, like, 9,000 damage, you'll be fine. I'm using 2 Lost Arms because I'm a weirdo who likes to do weird things. And you know what? I'm going to use a Repent Lance. So that way, just bodies. Wait, what? Use 8 units at a time? That's way more efficient than mine. Do I have more Thetis? Wow, I really wish I would have known that before. I would have had 5 Thetis and I could have done it one round faster. If I have more than 5 or more than 4 of a unit, then that becomes really good. How much longer? Wait, where is that? No, hold on. Where is this? I'll be the judge of if it's more efficient or not. Where is this? You said it was the test stage? Training cross battle. Yo, I don't even think I know where that's at. I haven't done training bottom. Training. Cross battle. Yo, okay, hold up. Well, we're gonna do. I'm just do one quick dry run. We'll see what happens. Just want to see. Okay, this guy has a little bit of health. Yeah, so it's going to take a little bit more. Team's pretty solid, though. I'm thinking about how good that'd be. Yeah, I was going to say, if you actually had a team that could hit this first part really well. Yeah, just like nuke team 1, then go through team 2. You're still getting the team 1's runs. It just has to be like, this would do it. Yeah. All of these would do it to it. I don't know their other team. But this first team, we can just copy it. Just gonna test it real quick. I don't know if I trust this. We're just gonna do a simple. See if we can help along here. Just see. Yep, that first team works just fine. All right, I'll take a little extra than that, but these guys all get there on team 1 on that. That's fine. That's fine. This stuff right here, not a fan. Yeah, because I can just put the Darkbringer on instead. Wait, do I have the True Strategy on right now too? I do. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of this little whatever you want to call it. I like my things to be certain, so I would rather just use like the Darkbringer here. Or a change of pace. This is just to give him more Archen. No. Yeah, I don't like this little change velocity. Oh, why is velocity there? Oh my god. Dear Lord, what is he doing? Good catch, good catch. Solid catch. Thank you. I agree. That was a like no. No. Why hast thou forsaken me? Yeah, light, fizz, general, power, damage, light damage up, and then we can just do whatever we want for this one. Dude, like, I don't know. Sure, neat. Let's do attack. Oh, you know, this is just fast. It just does damage. Oh, we can do the other one. Rosetta's Perio. That's just general magic damage up for the team. That should be pretty solid. And then now all you have to do is just change who you'd like to run in these last ones. So, for example, I had the Thetis, and that one works pretty well. But you could run... Yeah, we'll just do the Thetis just for sake of, you know, not argument, but just to continuing on. Where is our big boy? Sweet cheeks himself. And it's at least a little more entertaining than the other one. You can't run the same units in this one. Oh. That's kind of putting a hamper on my shindig here. Okay, so that's the difference between our two strats. That actually is kind of a major issue. So that's good if you don't have dupes. That's the way I would probably suggest everyone else farm it, if I'm being real. I'm not even like trying to cap. So I'm going to continue doing it this way, but that does not mean that your way is any less or, you know, worse than mine. I actually think that way makes a lot of sense if you can nuke it. Just making sure I got that. Yeah. If you can nuke it, because you're going to get 8 runs done in one time, as opposed to me doing 4. So you're twice as effective as me, but it does take you... It's going to take me 4 times less runs to get these guys at the 2000 and to get my luck gem. And if you do it your way, you have 8 dudes. So you're getting 8 times as many things of me done, but you do have to put in 4 times the amount of work. That math checks out. Or no, dupes can scrap, whack nuke teams together. Yep. Yeah, you can do like some random ones. Alright, let's talk about the farmables though. Keystone magic damage by 50% if a human for 10 seconds. Arcage by 2 a second. 10-second active, so you get 20 Arcage and magic damage by 50%. This seems kind of like the hat that you can farm. The one that gives passive, like, isn't it literally passive 20% magic damage? It's like 30 Arcage if you're 80% HP or more. The Alma hat. So that is kind of what this reminds me of. The magic damage is a little bit higher, but since it's not a instant Archen, it's just like a passive Archen, I don't think this is very good. If this was a 20-second duration for this Archen, and it's still at 2, then I would probably be like, it's okay. But We have another passive damage there. We have a couple more of the crests. I don't know if we went over these ones or not yet, but we'll do it right now. From top to bottom, defense up and damage res 7% up when near death. That's actually very good. Damage res up when near death is pretty sweet, but I don't know if it's 7's good enough. Because there's the Shrine of Eternity, I believe it's called, and I think that gives you 20% damage res when you're near death. So that's, you know, the 20. Like I say, I like to get to the 10, 15, 20% rather than these 7s and 8s. So it sounds good on paper, or sounds good when you talk about it, but it's probably not going to be anything crazy. They should stack. They should stack. They should. Heal own HP by 20 a second, and then defense 20 or 200 up. That's not that bad. The best one is a Serpa. It's like the gifted child of the Anu or whatever. And then she gets like 160 or something like that. She gets like 100 HP a second. In some quests, it actually makes her unkillable. Attack 500% or 500 up. 500%. 500 up and equip CT speed 5%. Now, if this will probably not work and probably not mesh with the other equipment ones. And that's because they've caught on to us. The devs have learned they will no longer be giving us equipment CT. Earlier, I got asked a question, too, why Lisa was so good, and I totally forgot to answer it, but now I'm just getting back to it. And it's literally because equipment CT. It's because only 3-4 units in the game have the ability to reduce teams' equipment CT speed and equip CT speed. Equipment are another part of this game that's really overpowered. Also, this equip CT has to be when you're 90% HP or above. Yeah, probably not worth. Max HP 5% down, damage to dark enemies 15% up. I would make that trade. What's up? What's up, Evan Mac? How you doing? One more next week? What's one more next week? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, so this makes max HP 5% down from that crest to damage to dark enemies 15% up. I mean, this is solid. It's 15% damage for 5%. It's like nothing. Ooh, that's actually... on Shiro? I thought you were going to say the other chick. The, not Shiro, but the... Shuri. I thought that's what you were talking about. I thought you were going to put this on Shuri. And I was like, that's interesting, because when she got to red, it'd be really hard for her to die. Gonna pity to Shiro? Yeah, we were just talking about Shiro and Miyu, I think they're two names. And both of them seem absolutely ridiculous. Like, to the point that I'm like, what are these numbers? Specifically, Miyu's damage is insane. But Shiro's tankiness is unlike anything I've ever seen. Dream Evolution. That's right, we get Dream Evolutions! So first off, I want to talk about the Dream Evolutions. It's kind of like a update for older units that we're going to get. So we're going to talk about these. And, you know, we are going to give them a little bit of love. I have a couple characters. We went over the animations earlier today. We did. We can go back over them if you want to. Sorry, my hair is all crazy. So these Dream Evolutions do look pretty sweet. We have a Regulus. If you're not familiar with how the Dream Evolutions go, the way that it was kind of worded and talked about is like you get Dream 1 and Dream 2, and you have to go between one of the dreams to decide. So these ones they first of all just get buffs no matter what, and then you get one of these dreams to choose from. So we'll go over the buff change, or the buffs. And some of the buffs make, the reason I like these is because it takes a lot of units that, like, it felt like they were always missing just a little something. And Regulus is a good one to buff. I don't want to hear nothing. This man helped me. But, at least for Regulus. But when it comes to some of these other ones, it's like, we're going to have to see, like, the Sword Masters, Corsair, Arth, and Clyde all got a little buff, and they were kind of just, like, minuscule, but, at least getting buffs is good. So he's under Dark Dream. So this is the one of the choices I was talking about. So if you choose Dark Dream, your skill gives you 45 arc age every 7 seconds, which is crazy. The arts damage went up to, it got about 6k multiplier increase, and increased the critical rate for 10 seconds to 50. And when you're under the Willow Dream, all allies' arts gauge goes up by 20. Okay, we're going to have to read some of these dream paths here. Or when you're under Jade Dream, heal all allies blind and increases blind res by 100. Which is oddly good because yeah, that's actually kind of... Are they like doing these so that people can clear the elemental runes easier? Because to me, that's what that reads. It's just like, use this on elemental runes. Oh, it's true arts. Oh, look at that. It actually does damage. Oh, wow. 12 seconds to the 8. I love it. Hey, that's pretty sweet. And that's just a buff. Okay. So his Willow one just adds increase all allies arts by 20. And then for 10 seconds, increase all allies blind res. And this one's add 40 to skill. So yeah, honestly, to me, it's like these are all solid. The Willow Dream is interesting because you can have a... I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, when have we had a dark unit that can increase all allies arc gauge by 20 flat? That's actually really good now that I think about it a little bit more, because when you're in, there have been, like I was just talking about, those elemental runes. When I'm in the dark runes, sometimes it's hard to go and like get past certain things, and this would be a major help. Yeah, but they don't do damage. That farmable luck unit sucks. Talking about the mask guy, I can't remember his name. It starts with an S, I think. Strife, yeah, thank you, Strife. He sucks. He just blows. He does like magic damage increase, I think. Yeah, and I think he ignores defense a little bit. So Fina's getting some lovin'. 5 seconds. So just a skill duration comes back a second faster. Or sorry, skill cooldown. We have art damage going up by like 1.5k. Nothing else changing. True arts going up by what was that, 3.5k. No changes at all. We have the 2 passives to choose from. We have increase all god allies arts by 2 a second. I'm a fan of that. Increase on break power against 60% against dark enemies. Okay. She got solid break. But yeah, it's probably just gonna be this Jade Dream one. Yeah, exactly. Like I was sitting there too, I was like, so what's good about it? Yeah. Because I was gonna say the break isn't the worst. It's 60% break power. I'm just saying, you know, that's solid. But she's a magic, right? Yeah, she's gonna have 6-star magic, 5-star physical, 4-star support. She can use that 4-star fan, and that will do a solid amount of break. And then she can do the Malvocalypse, increase break power by another 100%. And then she can use the other one. There's that other thing, the break power. No, but that's on a 4-star magic. That's not on a 5-star. So there's like no real good 5-star or 6-star magic item that I can think of that's got break. Yeah. That one's, honestly, you're probably choosing the arts a second because you're using her for, yeah, I was going to say, if you just use the TA, the true arts, or sorry, not the TA, but I was saying the true equip, my apologies. If you use the true equip, it also gives this 2 a second passive to just her. So she would have 4 arts a second. And that's actually really pog for her because then you can just TA spam. So I think that if you're, probably the easiest use case is just to get her the Jade Dream if you get it up there. And then just do the other one. Mira, you guys are already saying that Mira made you a little sad. So I'll apologize before even reading this. New passive. Increase on crit rate and break by 100% against burned enemies. This looks alright so far. Okay, we're just gonna ignore all of this. 7 seconds. For 8 seconds, reduce the burn res by 30%. Okay. Not bad. 80% chance to inflict burn. Alright. Oh, the damage. So these other damage changes was like nothing. This is literally 500 multiplier. It's absolutely nothing. This is a pretty solid damage change. 25.5k to 48k. Yeah, that's sweet. Fire's damage. So fire damage, physical, true arts damage. Increase this true arts damage by 100% against burned enemies. Okay. So the one thing that I see a lot of the times on stuff like this, like I like it on paper, but often when you're trying to actually use this like that, it doesn't work like that. You'll use this, reduce their burn res. You'll use this to get and then you'll inflict burn. And then by the time you get to true arts, you don't have the burn to get this extra benefit from. So I would be interested to see what the evolution paths are here. Well, this is a solid jump. I mean, hey, this is almost times 2 damage multiplier, right? Evan Mech, yeah. That's why they're doing this. There's like, you can just multiply by 2. We talked about this before, actually, a while ago, where I was like, you could literally just multiply times 2 these numbers, and we'd still be fine. Increase on crit damage by 150%, or increase all human allies arc gauge by 2. That's pretty effing interesting. Yeah, much more text. I know, it's kind of more, you know, I wish they would have kept like extra stuff on there. Honestly, you could have just kept this plus the other stuff. Make it 200% on both. I don't know what I would choose for the dreams on this one. It would be probably the crit damage, I'm guessing, because you just try to make her do the damage, but you guys make a great point that the multipliers are way higher, so maybe just the human allies arc gauge, just getting as much and more utility as you possibly can. So I would actually probably go to the all allies arc gauge with all human allies, because it's really easy to have a human ally team. So that's probably the go-to. And then you have the ability, like I was saying, to possibly get to this true arts in time, because you have that passive arts gen. But that's what I was worried about when I saw her, is that she just doesn't have any, like, she doesn't have any support or anything. No support slots, no art gen. Wobba Fett Team Rocket. Wobba Fett. We have Zaorg. I cannot believe this old man is getting a boost. Do we have Dark Zaorg too? No. What a waste. So they didn't even change the skill. They're just going to go straight here. 70% chance to inflict a feint. That's nutty. Can you run the old and new mirror, though? I mean, you probably could. Yeah, you actually probably could. It probably wouldn't be that good because you're really weak to your defensive side of things, but the new mirror like burns all the time. So yeah, you just be burning. Pretty sure. So during Blue Dream, all allies stats by 30%. Woo! What do we gotta get to this other stuff? True Arts does almost, you know, it's the one from 25 to, well, 24.9k to 40k. So that's like a 15k increase. Light damage, physical, 100% chance to inflict feint. Increase on arc gauge by 70. What are the two things here? Passive one adds for 10 seconds, increase all allies stats by 30. And then passive, the other one is increase all light units arc gauge by 2. Zaorg, honestly, this 30% is pretty nutty. I think that's what I would be running, because I just spam arts. Just spam that. Yeah, I was gonna say that you can feint bosses, dude. Bosses don't have I don't think bosses have feint res. Either they're completely immune, or they can be feinted. So is War God Fen skippable or must summon? I'm gonna be honest with you. It's skippable now, because of the Shiro, and well, specifically like the Mira, the Star God Lisa, the Overlord. As long as you have a other premium art gen unit, you have to have another one though. If you don't have like I'm talking like Juno, Heart, you know, Mako, like we're talking the cream of the crop. If you don't have one of those, then you probably should get War God Fen. If you have one of them, there are other art gen units that work too, but I would say he's probably skippable, because because of the damage difference. It's not that War God Fen doesn't increase damage to team. It's not like he doesn't give, like, he gives a lot, right? He gives the crit, AoE, he gives critical, super critical, so he does more damage. He has the passive that everyone starts at 50 arc gauge. He's just really utility based, and he has really high DPS. So, but that's not going to stop you from being able to clear quests if you don't have that. Because if you just have someone who does have, like, let's say the amount of art gen you can get isn't as high as War God Fen. Well, that means you just need the damage to be higher. And so with these other units, you just get all of that. Yeah, so that's, I forgot about the damage res he gives. He gives literally a bit of everything. But if your units on your team are good enough, then it's not going to matter as much. Because if you already have, like, I think Juno gives more art gen than he does, if I remember correctly. You know, because Juno's still, like, top dog. I think he gives, like, 102. Juno gives, like, 120 something, 107. But even if they do, it's still comparable, right? It's still, like, 100 art gen for the team. And, yeah, so I think all in all, it's a really hard thing to say that it is skippable. It's, like, just on the cusp of skippable. And it's going to be different for every person because your accounts are all different. And so, like, for me, it is one of those things where I can skip the War God Fen. I can skip it, but I don't want to. Don't even talk like that. Don't even talk like getting Kreutz. So we also have some Ash Toto over here. We have increase the multiplier by about 3k. Ash Toto of all units, I know. The God. I don't know if you saw this as God down there. All is evasion, and if you're in a dream specifically, all heals by 30% of their max HP, which is really good. The True Arts increase by 10k. And all Earth allies get a 3-a-second passive rather than a 2-a-second passive for 20 seconds, which is 60 arts gauge. And it's a type B, dude. Wow. Are you serious? You're going to make this a type B art gen? Whatever. Okay, all allies water res by 20%, which is not worth it. Heal all allies 30% maximum HP, which is worth it. Most likely. Yes. Trash. Clown unit. I feel bad. We got some new permapool equipment. Groyce is decent. He's decent. Yeah. He is the only, like, we tried, sorry. I was gonna say, I tried Emmy, and we got to use her that one time. And after I used someone who could transform into Liberation Mode, I believe it's called, and then you saw, like, Groyce, you're just like, I just, like, thought of Emmy, looked over at Groyce, thought of Emmy, I was like, no. Like, it's not that good. But she is, Groyce is, like, Emmy sucks in comparison to Groyce, though. Groyce is at least good. So they have a 4-star Divine Crown over here. This looks like the thing that Iris wears. Could be the thing that Iris wears. Heal all allies by 15% of their maximum HP. If the user is God, heal by 30% of the HP instead. That's pretty solid. Yeah, the debuff can be good for Nukem. Yeah, you're right. This helm looks sick as hell. Oh, I like this. I like this helm look. That's pretty sweet. 4-star Dark Crow helmet. I even like the name, Dark Crow. Increase light and dark units damage res by 20%. That's pretty good. That's not bad. I don't know how often you're going to be able to utilize this properly, but at least the effect is good. We have that halftime, so 15-second active, 30-second cooldown. So if you have 2 of them, that means up 100% of the time, and just 20 DR for anyone who's light or dark. And you can just use this like inner, you know what I mean? If you go light runes, then just go the other. Yeah, permapool, it's pretty good. Not bad. We got some of the tickets here too. We got the Fen event rerun. I wonder if they're gonna have a War God event, like with his own stuff. Yeah, so that's a lot of the new stuff that came up. A lot of the news that came out and about. If there's something else that you'd like me to cover or talk to or fro, let me know. Wait. Oh, yes, look at this. 55 seconds for 20 seconds. Increase all allies' damage res by 10, and all light allies' damage res by 10% more. This is the farmable that you get for the Fate collab, and the one that the Dark Crow helm is better than this. It's literally just, like, the only thing you could even get me on is that BE output. 5% BE output, which most people don't even think is a real thing. I'm looking. Magic res down by 100%. Gosh, dang, man. Dude, these two are, Rin and Luvia are crazy as well. And Ilya, what does Ilya do again? Crit rate, 100%. Oh, it's type F Archen. Yeah, they're all nutty, dude. Like, I'm not even gonna cap. I hope I'm not capping with this, but Ilya, like, you could skip War God Fen and get Ilya instead. Because her Archen, you could get them both, actually. Because her Archen type is F, and War God's is A. And so you can get A, B, and F. And then you can stack them all and just never run out of Archen forever. And she increases the crit rate. She's actually very similar to the TA right there on that. She obviously doesn't give all the other benefits that War God Fen does, which are a lot. But she has a lot of Archen. Yeah, it's 125 Archen, dude. Yeah, 3 times, so 4 times on that. Yeah. Like, they all have, like, a little bit of accuracy, too. What is this? Magic Gem 70. See, like, dude, these... yeah. Their true equips aren't all that good, though, which is really interesting. I'll go back over and look at the animations. What's this? Oh, those are the packs. That's right. I wasn't gonna say anything. I wasn't gonna talk about that. But if you want to talk about that, Edmec, we can talk about that. I will talk about that if that's what we're talking about. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Those are pretty sick, though. I mean... Okay, so that was the shield right there. You just take no damage from the shield. Unlimited blade works. Right, yeah, I saw that too. It didn't, it's just like nothing. For those who are wondering, I can turn this on real quick too, so you guys can hear. I mean, it's a really cool move, no matter what you say. But yes, back to the... A little bit of background music. And now we wait. Yes. Now we all wait. So that's a lot of the stuff that's been going on recently. It does look like it was straight out of anime. Yeah, if he had his little, like his little sayings or whatever, he's like... Because, yeah, he would talk about, like, he had, like, the things. He would do the things, and there was, like, that glowy line that would come up, and then that would be, like, how he's, like, making the thing. Making the weapon. Yeah, we don't know anything. That is true, and I thank you guys for reminding me on that. When we were... I'm going to try to find it really quickly. Sorry for giving you guys, like, a seizure for just going through this information so quickly. When we go talk about the campaign and the Fate collaboration, we gotta see all of the units that were gonna come out. But I don't think we've seen anything. We have not seen literally anything on Saber. I'm just gonna see if I can find the picture that they even used to represent Saber. Yeah, because we have our equipment. We just have a picture. Can you guys see this? Not too well. So there's, so far, I wish I could make this better. We've seen this chick. We've seen these top right, these two, and we haven't seen these two. So on the bottom right is a Saber altar. This is what you guys can't see. And then there's this chick here, and I don't know who this is either, but it appears to be like an archer of some kind. So these are the two last final units. So there's going to be a part 3. I will hold on to my ticket and use the illustration on whomever I pick, or whoever I get. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Eternal Unknown. We have probably a third of a year to wait. I don't know. Like, honestly, like, I don't know how long it's going to be, but... Yeah, how far away is Halloween? That's the question. I don't know why. I think like Halloween. So October 31st. We're in May, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically 26 weeks. So 26 times 7. 6 times 7 is like, what was that, 42? And then we had, what did I say? What was the, say 30, 20, 27? 27. And 20 times 7 is 140. So, 162, okay. So we have like 162 days, give or take. So yeah, it was about accurate. I think it might be till Halloween that we get some stuff. I don't know why. Normally they do holidays. Graduate this next week. You're gonna have a lot of free time, but it's gonna be kind of. So that's interesting, because I remember summertime always has those kind of feelings for me as well a little bit, because that's when the majority of people tend to graduate around the summertime. I would say that finding some fun stuff to do, finding a friend group to hang out with, it doesn't have to be a full routine, but kind of coming up with like, hey, you guys want to go down to like the beach and just hang out? Maybe you guys want to go like do whatever. Like that's where I find a lot of fun, and it can be even just be chilling at somebody's house. Like a lot of people, not even gonna lie, like people come over and just chill out with me at my place, and then we just like watch stuff. And yeah, oh there you go, no beaches in Ohio. You got your man-made beaches, got your man-made stuff. Yeah, so it's funny. I know a little tidbit about Ohio is that it has the most amount of astronauts out of like anyone in the planet, and they're just, the joke is that something in Ohio makes people want to leave the planet. But nice catch, Evan Mac, by the way, on the Swana. So yeah, that's gonna be one of those things where I would definitely say find something that either, like, if you don't have a whole bunch of friends to go chill out with, like physically, then just like find some friends online. Make sure that you go touch some grass every once in a while, just go do something. And then, like, as long as you kind of just, do a little exercise here and there, you'll be fine. But the weird part about just life is that, it's like, it's your decision what you want to do. So if you're feeling kind of savage about that, I'm just like tossing stuff over in the corner. Don't mind me. Just like ADHD, can't pay attention. So the like, it's what you want to do. And so if you're feeling bored, it's because internally you want to go do something. So if you don't go do that, you're probably going to keep feeling bored. Got to find something that captures your imagination or your attention, and then you've got to, utilize that and get as much out of it as you can. Because you only have so much time with it, especially right now. If you just graduated, I'm just going to say, take as much of this time as you can and have as much fun as you can, because other stuff is coming in your life, right? There's always something new. It's always something that comes after whatever we think. So take the time to, have some fun. That's why I say it at the end of the stream. Because you're not guaranteed to always have fun. So if you make it a thing, it always gets worse. I didn't say that. I just said there's always something else. Did I say it always gets worse? Did I say that? I don't think I did. It just always changes. Change can be for the better or for the worse. Talking all philosophicallys up here. Anyway, have we seen these items yet? Like these ones? I think I've seen these ones. Some of them are still out and about, huh? Wow, yeah. Yep. Looks like that's going to be part 3. It's got to be part 3. Bungee gum has the properties of both rubber and gum. It's also his favorite bubble gum from childhood. It's a name brand, baby. Bungee gum. See, that's a collab that I would break the bank on. Just like right away. Like Overlord's one that I'm like thinking about breaking the bank on. But I'm probably just not going to. I gotta get with somebody from Overlord. So it's possible the piggy bank will be smashed. But I'm really hoping I won't have to do it. Bungee gum. Properties, the bungee and gum. Want to play some rock, paper, scissors? Some, what was it? What's the Japanese, what do you call that? Jajankin. That's what it is. Jajankin. Okay, Demon Slayer. So that is an anime. There are a couple anime that I just don't follow a whole bunch. I'm like kind of just waiting for them to get over, and then I'll give them my attention. But there's some things like I just don't like it ever since Attack on Titan. I'm not even capping, guys. This is exactly what happened. Attack on Titan had a 10-year hiatus. Hold on. Attack on Titan hiatus. It's like every Attack on Titan, whatever. It had controversy. Yeah, dude. Okay. This is exactly what it was. It was the season 1 finale. This is the day. Oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on. Yeah, okay, but so hold on. You guys, this is real shit you guys need to know. This is why I don't pay attention as much. You guys can't. I have this thing all messed up. So the season 1 hiatus was in September 29th of 2013. I was still working. I remember when this was happening, my dudes. I literally knew almost what I was doing this day. Not entirely, but I basically remember this month. So, yeah, it's been 10 years, bro. Yeah, that's a great point, and I'll get to that. So season 2 came out April 1st of 2017. There was a 4-year gap. I was waiting for 4 years for a season, my guy. A season. All right. Now, where's chapter 3? They don't even want to do chapter 3. Right? So just that alone should give you guys the reason. I don't wait for animes anymore, though. If it's kind of oh, whatever. It's no, I'm done. Attack on Titan broke me. Waiting 4 years. 4. Now that's a 4. That's not for Thor. Sorry, I just had to throw that one in there. Yeah, it's 4 years, and that was one season, dude. And the other problem, I know I just kept saying it over and over, but the other problem with it is the manga didn't stop. It wasn't like we stopped getting information about the series. It wasn't like there was just dead air. It was no, we knew what was going on, and we're just waiting for these motherfuckers to actually get this content out to us. But the problem was This is where I really lose my shit. There were so many advertisement deals for Attack on Titan. There was cars, there was sandwiches, there was like the burgers, there was like everything. There was like everything was Attack on Titan. And it was one of the first anime that really broke through and everyone was watching it. So like it was kind of like almost, it reminded me of Pokemon when I was a little kid. And so what happened is all of a sudden Attack on Titan was everywhere, but there was no fucking content for it. I know I don't like swearing all the time, but there was no content for an anime that everyone said they were watching. And so at a certain point, I just got done with it. I was like, no, I don't care. I just lost care. Just gone. Because there was just nothing there. I looked at every curtain, I just was looking and there was nothing. But anyway, so I lose all the time, dude. Dude, December 6th. Yeah, dude. So they went. Okay, so this is another thing. Chapter 91 was in 2007. Chapter 135 was in 2020. So we did 40. So 91 to 35. I'm just dumb sometimes. I just can't do it. So 44 chapters. You know how fast it is to read those chapters, guys? Any real manga reader or any like person who actually, like, if you watch like a webtoon, for example, you know how many chapters that you can like demolish in a night? Like, dude, I can demolish the 40 chapters today. Easy. And these guys didn't put anything out for another 3 years. So first off, I go to 4 years. I wait 4 years for one season. Then 3 years later, we're not even anywhere farther in the story. We're like basically just, like that's like a prologue. Like, dude, a character dies, comes back, and that was 40 chapters, right? That's the shit that happens. Or that's a bad example, but like nothing, like not a lot of story can happen in that 40 chapters unless you're a really good storyteller. And unfortunately, in Attack on Titan, they were giving so many red flags for like people dying that like I wasn't even surprised when I just saw my favorite character die anymore. Like, so I was watching the series for like 7 years. It was actually 4. I gave up after the 4 years, after the season 2. Honestly, I think it was episode 1 of season 2 I gave up because nothing in the story changed. Basically, we were still in the same area, and the people who I knew someone was about to die because I read the manga and because they were just like foreshadowing it so hard. And then there was nothing to watch. So all in all, that came to a really bad like viewing. Like, it just wasn't pleasurable. Who's your favorite character? Actually, maybe you should have led with who your favorite character was, and then maybe died in season 4 because now it's a reverse spoiler. But I would like to hear. You can DM me or something. You know what? No, just tell me. Just tell me, because you know what? I don't care about Attack on Titan anymore. Just ruin it. It's already ruined. I am gonna watch the end of Attack on Titan though. I stopped watching for I stopped reading and watching for a long period of time, but I would like to finish the series. You know, I like to finish things that I start. That's just a personal preference. We'll go back over here so we can. I don't know if anyone wants to see other stuff. But yeah, so that's a little info for y'all if you didn't know how just bogus, fallacious, just cretinous. No, I'm kidding. It was just ridiculous. I probably will recognize his face. Probably don't recognize the character name. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, she's awesome. I like her attitude when it comes to the Titans. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. She had like a really sudden one too. But her flags were flying. Her death flags have been flying for dude, her death flags were flying for like season and a half. You know what I'm saying? Ever since she was introduced, it was like, she's like, I'm gonna die. And everyone's like, yes, you are. And then every time she didn't die, everyone was like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so that's what I think about that. That's what I'm thinking. I think I liked her attitude though. Just like in general. Also, if those are wondering what I'm doing the Lucky Gem runs for my Thetis right now. Her last fight was insane. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. That was that's the thing too that I kind of didn't like about Attack on Titan. And like I was talking about this before, we're probably never gonna get an Attack on Titan to Grand Summoners. I don't think we are, and that's because I just don't think we are. I don't see any evidence for the powers that the Titans have to be in this game. They would become giant bosses themselves. They would do something like Liberation Mode. It's probably the closest thing that we have to that. And honestly, if those Attack on Titans characters became Liberation Mode like, they would suck. They would not do well. They couldn't do it justice. True, they probably couldn't do it justice. And that's the other thing too. It's like, so we got this dynamic of, do we really want them to put the Attack on Titan characters in the game? I know the idea on paper sounds good, but when we think about like how it would actually be implemented, I feel like there's kind of a little couple of things we need to figure out. Just because like you go into Liberation Mode, they turn into the Titan, they have the lightning come down, it's like shh, you can't see anything because the Titan animation just took up everything. Then they're in their Magia Drive, Liberation Mode, Blade Works of Eternity. What, Liberation of Magia Drive, Blade Works Eternity mode. When they're in that, the third eye, that's right, so you need to put them all together. The third eye of Liberation in Unlimited Blade Works mode. So when they're in that, then they can I had some dude do like that to me. I was like, whoa, that was crazy. But anyway, he did some like weird little thing. Looked cool. So anyway, but yeah, you do that, and then they would be a giant Titan, do a lot of damage, but their animation, like, they don't have any moves as the Titans, right? Like, you have the Colossal Titan and he kicks. You have the Armor Titan and he hits. You have the Attack Titan and he punches. Shoot, yeah, like, what are their... Honestly, the Furry Titan, the Beast Titan, would be probably the... Yeah, I was just about to say. Yeah, Beast Titan throws a rock. That's probably why they chose, or you know, not having them in the game. Because they wouldn't really fit, literally, figuratively, or all the above. Not that we wouldn't, as a community, love to have them. Horse throwing! See, that's actually really funny. That'd actually be really... I don't know, I don't think they could get away with that in, like, Global. They probably get that good away with that in, like, JP. But in Global, like, some people are really big on animal rights. And so to see a horse being thrown every single time, I'd be like, do a cool new mechanic of standby mode. That'd be really interesting. If, like, you could have, like, your own stamina bar. So then we're talking similar to Eagle. Eagle's retaliation meter is kind of like that. Kind of similar. Where you have... that standby-ish mode, like the stall, or it could be in reverse even, where the less that you do, the more that the bar goes up. I'm trying to think if there's another. Like, I sometimes really like to do that, where you think of characters that could be in Grand Summoners and who would fit really well. And I do think that we've already gone over that the Demon Slayer unit characters, whatever you want to call them, would be very good in this. They would mesh really well with a lot of the ideas and concepts of the game. There are a couple others too here and there. Like we've talked about, like I think I would like to see Hunter x Hunter in here, but yeah, terrible stats, don't worry. But yeah, so specifically, I do think the Demon Slayers would be absolutely amazing because they're beautiful, kind of stylized maneuvers that they do in the moves. They have named moves. They have like the sun dance, stuff like that. Yeah, I was gonna say we made some up. So like, yeah, it would just be really cool nowadays too, because now with the craziness that we have, we would kind of get to like go pretty far with them. If that makes sense. So the like Zenitsu, for example, like that's who I would want. I would want Zenitsu because the Thunder one, because I feel like he would go on a light team. He would most likely be on a light team. because he's lightning, and I'm pretty sure that's where they would stick him. He could possibly. Yeah, he's probably. Let's be honest. He's on a light team, and that would just be cool because we have like he could probably be a nuker on a light team. Not that we don't already have one in Saitama, but it would still be cool. He'd be like a critter. He'd be like a crit unit that would. I don't have this on loop, so I gotta do this again, but it'd be pretty cool. Damage doing against dark enemies. Well, against demons, right? They would all have a mild demon killer buff, wouldn't they? I think that's what we talked about last time, and I think that'd be really cool if you had a way to manipulate or choose what Tanjiro's ultimate, either like you could change his elemental damage type, not his type. But we thought I thought it'd be cool if he changed his whole type. But so the idea would be like if you had Zenitsu and Tanjiro on a team, Tanjiro would copy Zenitsu's breathing technique and thus have light damage on his thing, or be like a light unit himself. Just made Workout Fan announce that JP is an ulterior emperor. Alta Emperor. Uh-oh. It's like looking. Yeah, so this is the global things right here, by the way. We did not get to fully speak of this. A new unit. War God, or War Hero Fen. Wow, what? That stinks. Get that name out of here. War Hero Fen. War Hero? This man's a god. War Hero Fen. I bet they probably took away the god because he's not a god unit. And they probably have a different word for it in Japan, possibly, or like a different kanji or something. So like they can use the words, like, but it's not the same word for them. But because we use like the same word, that's probably what it is. Yeah. I mean, yeah, just does War Hero Fen things. Deluxe Alk summons gives you a chance at War Hero Fen and 14 other units. This is the thing that we were talking about before that I think is going to be really important for people to like pay attention to. Yeah, put it in the Discord. I'll get there in one sec. Eternal, my bad. I do see that they could do something where if you're dealing damage against resistant enemies, that would be really cool. Yeah, if like one of your hits doesn't do, like if it notices that the multiplier is below. Special login bonuses. Yeah, make sure debut of the first Ascend unit. So the Ascension is the 6-star units that we've been talking about. And then Summoner's Road opens with Smog Dragon Island. Get materials for 6-star equips. We have Groits up here. We have all the Fens, Sandstone, and Daki. So the units themselves are okay. The Daki is the worst one up here. Yeah, we do. I mean, we get... It's the same 50 crystals they're talking about, though. Yeah, it's 15, 15, 20. They do this a lot. They do, like, 30 or 40 or 50. They'll do... Like, last time they did 50, it was just spread over. It was, like, 10... It was 5 10s. And 50 from chapter? That's pretty sweet. But, yeah, they're making sure that we have a little bit of breathing room, at least for some people. So overall, obviously, we're going to try to pull War God Fen. We're going to double check that we have a pity before we pull for War God Fen. That's always still very important. Don't just start pulling. Obviously, you do your free pull, but that's it. So yeah, that's going to be obviously a pretty big deal. And that maintenance, not the maintenance, but the maintenance happens 3 days, 7 p.m. What day is that? So Thursday, the 18th, Thursday. No worries, Evan Mech. We're going to probably be doing the same, actually, here in a little bit. We've been up for about 2 hours. But we are going to dedicate ourselves more so to actually streaming. So that way we have a dedicated, content coming to you guys. We were just talking about that the opposite way when it came to Attack on Titan, right? And so that's something that I don't like. So I'm going to make sure that you guys get, some goodness coming to you, too. Let's go take a look over at mention over here? What am I suggesting? Let's go take a look over here. Emperor, Eternal Ruler, Fire Human. Okay, it's just a little hard for you guys to see this. I'm gonna do my best. It takes me a second sometimes. Oh, that's right. I'm zoomed in. How far is zoomed in? 200%. Okay. Trying. Didn't help at all. Hey, I got it. This is harder to see a little bit. Do something for Mother's Day. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Evan Mac. Yeah, my dad is doing all right. And then yes, I will. Everyone in the whole world, make sure to that has a mother, obviously. Make sure, or someone who even takes the place of your mother. Make sure to get them something nice or do something sweet for them on Mother's Day. It's a very important day, both Father's and Mother's Day, to kind of reciprocate all the love that you've been getting over the years. And it's okay if you don't, do it every year, but you really should make a point of doing it just because they do it for you, right? The majority of the time. Made 2 alternative Emperor units with friends for fun. That's just one of them. I actually have. Oh, I see. It's you made it up. Gotcha. I actually made a unit myself. Since it was when War God Fan was announced, people believe us. I bet. Let's see if I can find mine. Yep. This is the one I made. Let me see what you guys think. It's really hard to see, but it's called Fing the Dragon King. And the idea is that I don't know what was going on with my thing there. The idea is that he was 5 stars and everything, so he's 5-star defense, physical support. So he had the god slots. He just similar to what's his face, Mikey. So that's the idea. And his passive, I was working on his passives, but it was for each dragon unit in the party. Dragon units archgauge up amount per that amount of units. So if you had 4 units, all your units would get 4 hours a second. And he is a dragon himself. And so I could increase these multipliers by a crazy amount too. But I just wanted a kind of a cooler unit to do stuff. So he has increased archgauge by 50 on a 12-second cooldown. And increase all dragon allies' BE output by 50% for 10 seconds. So he has BE output and archgauge up. So he just gets to his stuff. His arts, I even named him. So it was Sovereign's Glare. So the idea was he just like looked over, and then like that alone, like it was how How has like an invisible like thing that comes out. So his was just like he looks over and just like boom and just like does some damage. And then his arts is Wing Beat of the Sovereign. So like if you guys have seen Skyrim, they have like this kind of ethereal dragon armor in some of the stuff. So the idea was like dragon wings that are ethereal would come out and just like wing beat at his enemies, or it could even like slap them, kind of do like a Hulk slam, something like that. But each dragon unit decreases the associated resistance of the same attribute by 40%. So what this is supposed to do is that for the dragon units that you have, it reduces the enemy's associated attribute by the amount. So like if I had 3 fire dragons on my team, the enemy's fire resistance would go down by 120%. And that's the idea. So if you had a dragon of each type of attribute would go down. So the idea is that you're making the dragons in your team actually able to do a little bit of damage, because dragons have no like uniformity or like no way to come together. So that was the concept for this character, was that you give dragons like the ability. We don't have a super arts on this yet because I made this back when they're only 5 stars. But so we could actually add a true arts or super true arts in a second too. But the true arts is I did a certain amount of damage on this, but the multiplier is calculated for how many dragons are in the party, and it's 35,444, and that can multiply by 4 dragons. So the max amount that this true arts can get to is, a lot. 141,000. Which honestly isn't that crazy anymore. But you can see why I didn't even try the super arts. And so it's increased all allies' status, critical damage, and damage by 33% for each dragon in the party. So the whole idea was this was going to be a massive buff for all the dragons that can't actually get their, like, because they don't have anything. Like, dragons just don't have any really good characters. There's like 3 dragons that are like good, I think. I can't even name them. And so that was the idea for this character, at least, was that you're giving the dragons stats, crit, damage. You lower the resistance of the enemy team by the same dragon, so the dragon can do the damage, and then you get the Archen on that passive as well. So that was at least mine there. That's one I've been working on. Like I said, defense, physical support, so we have that support and defense, and then that more resist down there. But that was one that I've been working on. Fing the Dragon King. Let's take a look at these ones here. Can you see it all? I basically see it all. Oh, no, we don't. We can't see this at all. Basically, if you want to follow along, check this out in the Grand Summoners Discord that we have here. Let me just get that for you guys. I know pretty much everyone in here is in there, but... Oh! Our bot isn't with us today. I'll fix that. Okay, hold on. There we go. Freaking just decides when it's not with us. Why does this thing turn off? I literally don't understand why it turns off. Turn it off again. I turned it off again. Lord in heaven above. Thank you. So anyway, we'll go over this real quick, and then we're probably going to find a place to go raid over to, and then we'll just be chilling, you know. We're just going to max this out. I know you guys can't see this too well, but I apologize for that, but we're just going to be reading this off. So 10 seconds heals own HP by 2,000. Increase own HP recovery amount by 30% for each use of skill. That's a lot of healing. Like 150. This is 2.5 times. So you're healing for 4,000. You're healing for 5,000 every time you use this. How much is your HP at? Like a normal person's HP goes to like 8K. You're healing half your HP for for this. It's a lot. Okay. After you apply a stack of impurity, which lasts 25 seconds. All allies' equipment see speed, heal speed of the equipment. All allies heal equipment CT cooldown speed up by 60%. It's this CT because I hate seeing CT. So it's cooldown timer or cooldown time. When used during Undead King mode, increase heal to an extra 20%, so 80. Vinderbilbung. Viderbilbung. For 120 seconds, enter Undead King mode. Sorry if I'm just butchering all this, by the way. Oh yeah, I just noticed by the way. By the by, your arts doesn't have any damage on it, and neither does your skill. No damage, no break power, which is obviously you can do that in the game. But normally you have on arts, it's very unusual to see both do nothing. Heal. Starting to understand now that we have all 5-star heal slots. This should be a 6-star heal slot, by the way. Just throwing that one out there. It'd actually be funny if you just did like the... You know what would be really funny? Is if you just made them all 6-star heal slots. That way he's like the Undead King and he has 666 in his thing. That'd be cool. Anyway, Undead King mode, when you use Undead King mode, or even if he had something like that, he doesn't have a super art. Oh, gotcha. Is the Phantom Bullet. Like, kind of like my Fing, the Dragon King. When used during Undead King mode. Get some damage, and non-elemental damage. That's pretty sweet. Gain the ability to revive once. Increase zone crit rate by 20% each time is used to 200%. Okay. Phantom Bullet. 100% chance to inflict disease. Heal own HP by the amount of the lowest current HP enemy. Increase. I don't think you need this. I don't think you need that heal because you're healing by 5,000 up here. Increase the stack of Rising from the Abyss. Has a lot of passives. Damage per second. Okay, so that's where you get that. You can get as many stacks as you want on that. That's pretty interesting for that. I like this, actually. That's a pretty cool concept. The Decay of Impurity. I actually kind of wish we had something like that. Rise from the ashes for each stack. Heal by each second. When in it, gain 5% lifesteal. Yeah, this guy has... I'm just letting you know, this guy has way too much lifesteal. We can log into Last Claudia here. Do that real quick while we're talking. Yeah, this is just me to you. Like, this 5% lifesteal and 5,000 HP and healing based on the lowest enemy HP. A little much, I think. You could probably get around that by just having the... by taking this out here and then applying the stack of impurity. Like, if the impurity stack gave him like 1% regen, 1% HP regen a second, you know what I mean? Like, you could like fight it, so like you could almost be like stealing the life that you're dealing, if that makes sense, with that impurity stack. So like you could just spam arts and then get to like TA or something like that, you know? That'd be cool. Undead King. When revived, increase max HP by 10%. Okay, so the way that this is worded, you'll need to change that, because I see what you're doing here. You're saying you can revive 10 times. Because when revived, you increase. But here it says you gain the ability to revive one time. Once. And this is implying that this once won't be redone. Won't be reapplied. So I would just change the wording on that, probably. Gain the ability to revive stack. Or like one stack. Like same how you have here, stacks. So if you just put stacks right there instead of once. So ability to revive, stacks. Or doesn't stack with things are the same. Yeah. Increase equip CT. I like this. Eyes of God. Where is he losing HP? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where is he losing his HP? Oh, you're giving him 3 true weapons. Okay. I like the non-elemental damage. That's pretty sweet. Defense, enemies, demon, or beast. Increase damage to enemy by 100. Own stats. Healing embrace. Survive all enemies. The Pillar Man. That's actually really funny. Healing embrace. So the one side note to this too, this would be really interesting because 5-star heal would get a lot better because you'd have 3 true weapons that would be just integrated into that healing slots. So this one right here, this heal item would be obscene because it does non-elemental damage. This is a lot of non-elemental damage too. I don't know if you meant for this to be 15,000 non-elemental damage for the Eye of God here. Maybe you did because the name is Eye of God. But that's a lot. And non-elemental damage isn't something to be effed with. Healing Embrace revives all allies with 30% HP. Now, I would be interested to know if this is the good revive or the shit revive. Because there's 2 revives in this game. One revive is you dead and I bring you back to life. The other one is if you gonna die, I put this on you beforehand and then you don't die. right? You can go back. Oh, okay, the shit one. Okay, I just wanted. Add the sum of all restored HP to own maximum HP. That's pretty interesting as well. We get to like steal this HP. This leads, so this needs a timer on it. Skill 120 cooldown. This needs a timer on somewhere. you can't I don't think you should give this guy legitimately 24,000 HP for using this. This seems a little much. Gaining all the restored HP, like you can just easily get like 16k, and then there's no time limit on this, so you just have it forever. When equipped by him, increase your feint. Like this is too much. No, you can't use this. No, yeah. Hold on, I'm looking at this. This is no go for this healing embrace. Yeah, I just thought about that. Yeah, you cannot have this because this is not on a passive for the ruler. This is if the person used it. This item would not break the game, but this item would be very ridiculous. It'd be very sweet to have on some people. Like that's just a lot of HP out of nowhere. I'm trying to think who like. If you had if they have to have a 5-star heal slot, that does really help us actually not break it in a weird way. But this would all of a sudden push some people. You know, True Comforting Dark heals on HP by 10%, negates on damage by 6k stacks. 10 seconds for 20 seconds. Equipped by Emperor, increase on heal amount by half current defense. See, like some of these numbers are just like I feel like you literally like where do you lose your HP? Yeah. Where maybe I read something wrong. But where are we losing HP here? Because we're just gaining like infinite HP for no reason. I didn't. There's just no. There's just. Why is he so? Okay, the one thing I would say, if I had like any input on this guy, I think the idea is pretty cool. I would like to see this arts. If we did something like when I apply the stack to you, I get a percentage of that healing back. Yeah, I was about to say you're holding a hostage for multiplayer lobbies, 100%. But so if I use arts on you, it's kind of like a poison where like when I steal your HP, I get it back, and then I can kind of like regen a little bit here. But what I would also like to see is some kind of art gen for using our arts. So if we can spam, even if we just got like 20 arcage back, maybe when we use arts. So like all allies, like honestly to make them really OP, you'd be like all allies get 20 arcage when you use arts as well. But if he himself just gain 50 arcage every time arts is used, you would at least get closer to spamming this arts. You get some stacks on it, you get a lot more heal, and that way he would actually be a damaging unit, as opposed to this undead king here. You would have this kind of like massive stack that would just kind of start slowly, and then the more that you applied, it'd just be really cool. I think that'd be sweet. So yeah, that'd be a pretty sweet one. Not bad though, not bad. See someone else. We got just okay. Okay. So there was down here. It said Sigmund the Fallen Protector. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let's see if I can. Yeah, so Sigmund the Fallen Protector. I thought that it just had tank mode stats. I thought that's what the whole kit was. Just easy, just tank mode stats. Thought that was the kit. Okay. Take a look at Sigmund. Got a 5-star defense, a 5-star support, and a 4-star defense. So this is a pretty good unit just by the slots. Tank mode is what Eagle needs. So we have increased damage res by 10%, which is pretty sweet. I like it. For 20 seconds on arts, reduce your own damage taken by 60. Increase your own... Oh, no, just reduce own damage by 60. Increase own damage res and damage resistance by 30. You're making like a real unit. Like this is like a real unit so far. Except for this. This is too good. So far everything's making sense, but this would be nope. Damage res? Nah, it'd be like enemy evasion rate down. You know? True arts, like, multipliers are just horrible. No multiplier on this is either, but that's fine because we're just increasing our damage res, so we can just like pray and do like something like that. I get what you're putting down here. Redirects all, so cover all allies. Gain a barrier for 3k. 1 stack of rage. Tank mode. Let it all out. When your HP reaches 1, enter berserk stance. Heal for 100%. Your maximum HP, but increase max HP by 30%. So just this is like one of those random like grammar things. You might want to put the increase max HP first and then heal by 100%. That way it like makes more sense. Not that you couldn't do it either way. I guess this makes more sense too. You heal to 100%, max HP to 30. Obviously in the coding it's gonna be all like the same, but sometimes that confuses people. Pent up anger for each stack of rage. Increase own defensive break power by 10%. How many stacks did it say we get? Or did it say a stack? Nope, just one rage stack. No maximum here. I do kind of like that there's no maximum. Interesting. So, second thing I would note. Okay, yeah, 1 stack of rage. It'd be nice if we knew for certain that this 30 seconds wasn't tied to the stack of rage, but normally it doesn't, so that'd be fine. Yeah, 1 for each TA. Pent up anger each stack. Defensive break power. The break power has always been an interesting one. I'll have to go back and check up the break power here in a sec. Oh, he changes his whole kit? Fizz support. Okay, so obviously this unit wouldn't actually work. But I'll get to that in a sec. So negate. While negating damage, increase defense. So damage down while negating. I don't know if this is even a real passive. I think we only have defense up when negating. But yeah, so the first thing I notice here is that we have different slots. So obviously the slots would have to, you'd either literally need 2 pages on the equip like thing, which it could, that could be a thing. Or you just have to have like a, something else entirely. Some kind of like if these slots were not able to be chosen and it was kind of like not liberation mode, but what's the one that Fire Orvel Forvel and Light Sistina have, where they kind of would do that, but it would be all of them. Yeah, because it's defense, support, defense. See, if you kept the middle one support and the bottom one the same, and just change the top one, you could do something with that. You know what I mean? You could change the defense 5-star item to a physical item instead of having all of them change, and that could be something that's similar. And so here we have switched over to an offensive one, so we are no longer tanking for the team. So this is a quick question for you. Quick question. So let's say I know that I'm about to get nuked. Yeah? Let's say we're at half HP Ganon, and he's about to destroy the whole team. Or half HP Virago, or whatever you want to call it. And I just, don't worry, I got this. So I don't worry, I got this. I redirect all damage to all the allies to myself. Get a 30k shield. And then I die. I'm at like 1 HP anyways. So I die right away. Am I still in Berserker mode taking the taunt of the team? Or has that worn off? Because in most game, and the way that I know the game to work right now, you for 30 seconds would still have this. You would still have that cover, so you just die again. And so that's the one thing I get worried about when I see this. But let's go through this. 50, if under 50% to extra 20%. Like we were talking there. So this to me implies that you'd still take that because you want your HP to be under 50%. So this guy's passive, I don't see the effect of bloodbath. This guy should have a near death passive. The Berserker mode should have when near death stop damage, like damage res goes up. So that way when he transforms over into this, he doesn't die immediately. If it just does happen like that. 100% chance to feint the enemy. Increase own stats by 50% and reduce enemy's damage res by 40. That's not bad. That's actually pretty reasonable. Honestly, that's not too bad. That's like, so, you know, that reminds me a lot of Orville. Own stats by 50 on the TA from Orville. Common thing, damage res by 40, which is not the highest anymore. You can get 40 off of like Ash, who's been in the game for forever. What do we save up? We got 4 Shurus. We know that his passive doesn't stack. But yeah, that'd be annoying. That would be really annoying. Okay, so cost 3 own arts, 3 HP per second on true arts here. Increase physical damage by 30%. Autofill arcade by 3 stack. I was just about to say, if this stacks, it's actually pretty good. Interesting. This is a 45k. You need to increase the damage on this. Because this is very similar to another passive I know, or to another unit. This screams Rem to me. Like, this TA is like just Rem, right? And so I would compare the two and just see where where the numbers lied, and if they're similar to one another. Because this is a lot of HP you're asking to lose. So, maybe you reduce the HP. You might be able to just take this out. You might not even need to lose your HP. You could keep this kind of like HP loss idea as this guy. So like when he's down and bloodied and in the red zone, all of a sudden he's like, boom, and like he's going crazy. So that would be pretty cool. Well, I'm not looking at like, right now, I know I said damages, but I'm kind of looking at thematic stuff too. So it's like, if we could get him to feel like the character I feel like you're trying to portray a little bit more, that would be better. Because, you know, I just think this cost of 3 HP per second applied to what like the scenario we were talking about before. Like, if I had no HP, I still am tanking, I go back to 100, then I take all the damage, I'm barely alive, I use my TA, and I just killed myself because I lost my HP. So I think, yeah, Ropo's Berserk, yes, that's what I'm talking about. So instead of, like, losing HP, we just, like, our HP just can't move. Like, if we're in red, that'd be a dope passive, actually. Or, like, not a passive, but if you're in this madness, like, while near death. Yeah, we will, sorry. Abilities and Berserk stance. Increase accuracy, 5% HP, maximum HP. See, the maximum HP down, I actually like that. That actually works with the idea. Increase damage and crit damage by 100%. It'd be cool if every 15 seconds that his HP goes down, his damage and crit damage also go up. So we could play this like balancing game where it's like we're going closer to death and closer to death, but the closer that we get to death, the stronger that we get. So we could actually like increase these multipliers, like tone down the multipliers slightly, but then increase the stacking potential of them. Or like, you know, every 15 seconds you get another. Let's say we do 50. So, increase crit damage by 100%, and then like another every time, like you just apply it onto this too. That'd be really dope. I think you see what I'm getting at. Increase stack of rage, increase attack by 10, and lifesteal by 1%. Yep, and then recovery amount 20% up. Yeah, I think we do need that one passive that just like he can't die like one of the times near death. Or, like, you know, Mira passive, the Phoenix thing? Like, something like that. That'd be good, too. True Peter. Peter Pumpkin Eater. Defense. Reduce target's damage taken by 5%. And negates 50 damage. 10-second cooldown. Equipped by him. Double the effect of Pet of Anger. Oh, okay. Increase defense by 10%. There's a period there, I see. Question, does he have all of these passives the whole time? Or just like he gains the other ones in the other one? When HP reaches 1. go to, okay, while negating damage, increase on damage res. I'm gonna read this last one here too. Okay, doubly effective pent-up anger, that's the one it was. Pent-up. Each check a rage, defense and break power. Okay, so I see one other mild, interesting little tidbit here too, is that if all goes well, we'll never see the other half of this unit. Like they'll never go to this, leave it all out. So in physical damage and crit rate by 10%. When equipped by him, double effect, increased evasion rate, a bloodbath. Oh, I see. Increase 10 each use. What's the cooldown time on this? Doesn't look like you have a cooldown time on the instinct just yet. I'm guessing it's similar to this 10 seconds because it looks like to be kind of the route that you're going. Or else this wouldn't make much sense. So it looks like you're trying to time some stuff up too. You have a 15-second timer and a 10-second timer here. So you need to make the animations of this unit kind of quick too. Or else you'd be, doing some stuff. Equipped by him, doubly effective bloodbath, and then yeah, status equips simply equip plus change character stance. Okay, so bloodbath as well. That's down here. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like the way that these passes worked on the true weapons. That's pretty cool. Because one works for his defensive stance and the other works for his other stance. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so I like this unit a lot, actually. That'd be a cool one to work with. I think that this one here would want to... This is the tank that people want. This is exactly what people wanted Eagle to essentially be. That's very funny. Great make. I like it. Defense, support, defense. Yeah, honestly, everything looks great. The only thing that I would even say is this side here, the damaging side, you'd want this kind of, like I was saying, stay at low HP, and then you can work your way back up. But if we're not, because that's what people want, man. I don't know why. They want a tank to go all the way down to the bottom, climb all the way back up top, do the Sisyphusian task of rolling the boulder up this giant hill. But yeah, I think that you should make this a more stacking unit. Like this here, this crit damage and stuff, this should stack a little bit. I know you got the bloodbath, but so it's 10% lifesteal, but that doesn't help us kill. We need some more kill power. So get a little more kill power on this, I think. You can tighten it up a little bit there, and that would be great. And then, I think these equips can use a little bit, but I like the top part a lot. I like his tank mode. Honestly, the tank mode is pretty sweet. This for this one. Reduce on damage by 60, then increase on damage and phys res. Damage res and phys res by 30%. Yep. And this is True Arts. So he doesn't actually cover and do anything until he does the True Arts. How long does Thetis last for? This is 30 seconds as well. And we have a 250 heals poison burn, takes all damage. Yeah. At least you have an arts that does something too. This time should be longer, I think, possibly. Something about this is mildly amiss. There's no, it's not bad. No, this would work. Yeah, this actually is gonna be fine. I don't see any art gen besides the support slots. Obviously, we're just like thinking really hard about a fake unit, but it's still fun. All right, ladies and gents, we are going to end our stream today. We're going to go back and do some other things. Please, everyone, please, if you can, do the metal chickens. Do the do this stuff. Do anything that has a less than a couple of days. Get everything you can. Thank you for reminding me. I'll log in right now. Last. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Yeah, so it's really important that you guys get all the stuff you can. This sword, if you guys don't have any good 5-star items for the magic, this is literally one of the best 5-star magic items in the game. It's the whole rounder. It's got it all, baby. It's got art gen. It's got damage. It's got lifesteal. Don't take it for granted. Do this one. It's amazing. We're logging into our last cloud real quick, and I don't know if you guys. Oh yeah, it supersedes the Grand Summoners. That's hysterical. I didn't know I had it set up like that. That is very funny. Well, there you go. Yeah, Noel or something. Neil, Nail. About to get some food myself. What are you guys eating today? I don't know what I want. Prayer, Stardust, Uar. Ooh. Just a pretty waifu. That did not look like a waifu when I saw her. I may have not been looking properly, though. Yeah, if you can't tell, I haven't been doing well in logging in. I'm sorry. No. Do not open my browser. We have many a thing randomly. And we will at least, you know, we'll collect our thingies. Conquer, receive all. Mission. Free mission. Click the stock. Are we Stonksmans now? I just gotta get the free stuff, okay? You know I'm about free. Stonks. Wait. Stonks. Click the stock thing. I actually don't know what you're talking about right now. I'm sorry. Oh! This. Sure. We'll just use 10. Yeah, I was like, for a second, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I'm sorry. This will be the last thing we do for the day. It's not even Grand Summoners. I feel like I'm betraying y'all. Summon for Nail. Dude, we're getting good animations. Getting stuff today. Potential release. Sword of Rune Sexus. Sweet. Okay. I was like, what's happening right now? I don't know what's going on. But we've got the Sword of Corpses. That's actually a sick name. Yo, can I take a look at the Sword of Corpses real quick? Is it a good arc? It looks sick. Oh, it's got counter on it. Strength up, regular attacks have anti-soldier, regular attacks inflict blind, critical hit power, and then when a sword equip, physical attack 30%. That could be pretty good on my my Virgil. So I'm good to just use these gotcha here. We don't use these stock tickets for anything else. I'm hoping, because I'm just gonna go for another round. All right, yeah. Yeah, we'll just use them all real quick. Yeah. I don't trust them getting anything else. What is going on? This is another 100% arc. We're getting weapons finally. I think I'm finally getting some weapons. Yeah, I feel really bad because what was that other thing when you were like, you're trying to have me do some kind of thing to get weapons, and I just like didn't do it. I just like don't have any good weapons at all. Ooh. Hello. Adele. Let's go. Nice to meet you. I'm Adele. Doesn't matter how strong an enemy is, I'll continue to walk the path I believe in. It's Adele. Let's go, baby. Is he? Got a lightning hammer, Mjolnir. I literally got my hammer, dude. Mjolnir. Also, I can say with 100% certainty that that is exactly how you pronounce the hammer's name. It's Mjolnir. Because I literally spoke it into a translator and it got it. I spoke it into the thing. I got a lot of weapons today. But my phone was like doing it. I said Mjolnir and it just actually spelled it correctly. I was like, wow. Sure, so should we use the 100 thing on Adele? We have like 3 rainbow potions, I think, or 2. Someone for now first? Okay, that seems smart. Just seeing if there's anything else new. Yeah, there is. See, I can smell a bargain. I just know when there's free stuff. Yeah, that's right. Coming for you. This thing. This thing needs to go. These exclamation. I can't. It's hard for me to deal with red pop-up things. Okay. This thing, yeah. Yeah, this is the guy. Call that a waifu? That looks like another version of fucking Fen, dude. Oh, no. I think I got shafted. Yeah, I think I got mad shafted on this one. I don't see any sign of anything. Yeah, we're gonna need like 7 more. Yeah, no. Got absolutely shafted. Just checking our other gacha tickets here too. Do our free. I can do another one if you think it's worth it. It looks really cool. The red button. There are lots of red buttons. We'll do another one. I don't think I give it a care. We got a person with us. We got 2 people. Give me something good. Come on. Oh, snap. Oh, this is actually a really cool one. Really cool animation. It's a unit. It didn't even give me time to like accept the fact that I got something good. It was just like, but yeah, that one kind of hurt a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, that did sting. So it's cool if I do the this thing. Got some weapiones. Goes regular attacks, anti-fish. I don't know what sword I should put on Virgil or whatever either, but... This man? Adele. Sweet. I'm 18. So what's my party looking like now? Is Virgil gone and has Adele taken his place? Or is it Roland? Sweet. What's like an arc that you might have on them, you know? Like, what do you... I always forget what arcs to put on people. Here are my URs. Great War of Rune and Prefix of God. Prefix. Yeah, Auto Mail Mechanic for my... These are my LRs. Auto Mechanic, Devil May Cry Mobile, and Usurper Urizen are the LRs. Yeah, just the SSRs are just a whole bunch of random. Got Last Claudia. I don't know. I don't really know how they help, if I'm being honest. I remember this one's crazy. And then I don't know what this one does actually. That's pretty sweet. Increase maximum stock of the first skill, upper left skill. Oh god, this stupid ability board. All right, we'll be back to this later. Thank you everyone for coming and checking me out and watching. I appreciate it. We're gonna go do other stuff today. But you know, thank you again. Like I said, we're gonna go check out Z Paragon. They're playing Epic 7. And we'll go over check them out too. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend. Make sure to drink lots of food, eat lots of water, and most importantly, have some fun. Thank you guys again. Can't wait to be back up, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye, everybody. We're going. Thank you for being in here, and Joe. Always appreciate it. Yeah, we'll go say hi to Z Paragon, who is actually a viewer of the channel. So we're going to go view someone else of the channel. All right, guys. See you later. Deuces.